Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode. I am Michael Petrow, and on the show this week, you have got a rotating cast of, first of all, it's a two-part episode. What's on these episodes, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Jimmy thought it was about damn time, thanks, Lizzo, for us to tackle some reality television. He's a Big Brother fan. I'm a huge Survivor fan, so we met in the middle and just picked what I liked, Survivor, and decided, inspired by, actually, the Dead Meat podcast, shout out to the Dead Meat crew, they did a Survivor-based episode with horror characters, and they did the full season on one episode. We, unfortunately, had to do it in two because we all fucking love to talk too much. So the next two episodes are us doing our version of Survivor, masturbating Survivor, if you will. So you've got 17 episodes of television. You've got immunity challenges, reward challenges, game-changing ideas from the last 20 years of Survivor we've inserted into this. And instead of doing a genre-based episode, we're just saying pick your favorite 5 characters, bring them to the party, and let's see who survives the island. So the tribe has spoken, so to speak, here on The Real Debaters, and we hope you enjoy this episode. I just need to preface by saying I fucked up on part 2. I did not press record. I pressed mute. So unfortunately, Martin doesn't come in on this one. And Charles is a little hard to hear. So your listening woes are all my fault this week. Blame me. The guys brought their A games and I let the team down. So I've taped over those buttons to never have to put you through this again. Because when we go to say, hey, Martin, what do you think? There's nothing fucking there. So, yeah, that's who's on the show. That's what's on the show. Apologies 1,000 times over. Dipshit podcaster over here just fat-fingered it. So, what else do I have to tell you? Yeah, we're doing a thing. August 5th, that's tomorrow. We're going to be at Movies in the Park at Assiniboine Park in Winnipeg, Manitoba. 6:45, we're going to be commenting on Sing 2, which I've never seen, so this will be fun. And then at 9:45, we'll be sitting there talking, live podcasting from the park. We can figure it out. We've got electricity. We'll be doing the Eternals. So if you see us, there's going to be an open mic. You want to come over and share your feelings on the films? Feel free to sit down. You just want to come and say hello and you know us? Come on over. Hang out. Emily, Jimmy, and myself will be there. We'll be there all night. Look for the big table with the big banner that says Real Debaters on it. Come over. We're friendly. We swear. So that's it. That's all I got for you this week, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll shut up. I'll cue that reel, and you enjoy the show.
Let's tidy up this tangle of film by putting it on a reel. Here is a motion picture film, 1,000 feet, 16,000 separate photographs.
Welcome, everyone, to the official space section of the Charter.
The truth! You can't handle the truth!
Sir, you're out of order. Out of order. I show you out of order.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. Welcome back to the Real Debaters podcast. Welcome to where real life meets real life. I am Michael Petrow.
This week I felt like one of those little bastards from Stranger Things because I rode my bike here. I had a backpack on, and there's some D&D dice in there.
What's up, 11?
Except I didn't grow up to be ugly.
Which one are you referring to?
That little fucker with no teeth.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Skinner's in the building and in Vancouver.
I am Ian Malcolm asking the question, are we going to see any dinosaurs on this dinosaur trip?
Must go fast.
I just saw the new Jurassic Park movie last night, and there were not a lot of dinosaurs.
Really?
Not as many as I thought. Not as many as usual.
Like if they're Roman free, you'd think you would see dinosaurs.
They didn't really focus on the dinosaurs in this one.
Well, if the plot is the dinosaurs have now taken over the planet, yesteryear, you would think that would be the main point in the story.
No.
But I hear the main point in the story is just waiting for more Ian Malcolm chess. Did that happen at all?
You do see some they do reference it.
Wow.
Yeah, they do reference it.
Wow, that's do they reference it within dialogue, or do they reference it within just he's in a bathroom shot and he looks at his chest and he remembers?
No, they point to it. They pointed
Oh
it.
my
Of course.
God.
Hard.
Would you say... Oh, what was I going to ask? Would you say that the nostalgia is worth going to see it either way?
I mean, I'd still see it. It's supposed to be the last one, so I'd
Okay.
still go see it for the nostalgia factor.
Okay, then I'm in. I mean, I wasn't not going to go see it, but
Yeah, I wouldn't. There's a priority of stuff you need to see still. Like, if you want to
I got to
Thor
see Top
first,
Gun.
Top Gun, I'd see Top Gun first.
I got to see Top Gun.
Yeah,
I just want to do the Miles Teller beach volleyball dance that he does. If I could get really good at that, wow.
dude, I'm telling
Look
you
out.
right now that I have
Look out, Netflix.
Work
Seriously,
it
it's on
out,
the way.
Jimmy.
I have no problems learning that dance with you and putting it on the TikTok if you want.
We'll go to the beach. We'll play some beach volleyball.
Yeah,
But
that's
it won't be that song. It'll be the original hanging with the boys with Kenny Loggins. That's what Jimmy will be dancing in the background.
Yeah. No, 100%. And I will. I promise I will take my shirt off.
Yep.
And I promise we will do a skeleton cam version of it where it goes really slow, like Jackass.
I think we go to the nude beach, personally.
I think you're pushing your luck.
Yeah, nobody wants to play naked beach volleyball.
No, I don't. Has that ever been a thing? Like, could you
Yeah.
even pay-per-view that when we were kids?
Oh, yeah.
Be sure to bump front to front in the nude beach as well, like chest bump front to front.
Front to front.
What's worse, front to back or front to front?
How do you even chest to back bump? Do a back run? I don't know.
It's called doggy style.
I see.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That's who's on the show for you this week, and a quick review of Jurassic Park Dominion. We are going to skip our normal programming for you this week because for the last couple weeks, Jimmy has been working on an idea, and we finally figured it out this past couple days.
We stole an idea.
We stole an idea.
We stole an idea.
We've been trying to figure out how to not copy it. Is what we've been trying.
But
to
I
do.
think they took it from someone else as well. So it's
Yeah.
all just it's like the Carlton dance.
Tell us where this idea first came from, Jimmy, because I can't remember the name
Dead
of the
Meat Podcast.
Shout out to the Dead Meat Podcast.
Well, they're great.
What was the episode? First of all, what's the podcast?
They
about?
did an episode of Survivor with 20 characters, but they did a horror-based episode, and they talked about whether or not these horror characters would do good at Survivor, and they did challenges, and they talked through these challenges, and that's basically what we're going to do today with these characters. But we didn't go horror. We went everywhere. Movies, TVs, all of it.
I'm a fat kid, ladies and gentlemen.
Workout videos.
I'm like, one rule, we got to include everybody in this then. If we're gonna do
Everybody's
this.
in.
So, first of all, again, thank you, Dead Meat Podcast. They're a horror podcast, right, Jimmy?
Yes, they are. Primarily horror, yeah.
And they're a very good podcast. Jimmy sent me the episode because I was like, if we're going to do this, we should pay some respect to the people who did it before us. So we're going to take the torch and run with it, as he said.
Well, and how they did it was just perfect. Like, they managed to cut it down to one full episode, not too long.
Yeah, and we're going to try to do that as well, too. But we all know how we go here. Sometimes we're a little long in the tooth, so we'll see what happens. But we've got a throwback to the easiest way to do Survivor. We're not doing the newer versions of it because there's been some iterations and some changes over the times that, I mean, we could get really in the weeds.
There's like 40 seasons.
Yeah, right?
It's been on for like 20 years. Like, we can't.
We don't have the time. But what we do have is the fucking characters for you. So to save all of you waiting for us to pick out, we have our teams figured out so
split 'em
far.
up, yeah.
We split them up pre-show. So we have team number 1, the Pink Ladies, inspired by Andy Dufresne, who was the first draw on that team. We're calling it that because that was the name of the crew of guys who used to do unsavory things to Andy in the shower.
We're not sure if that's the name.
That's
We just
Greece.
thought that was, and we said, let's just go with it. I think that's from Greece, though.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Pink Ladies from Greece.
We said Google it, but nobody did. So we're just going to say that it's the Pink Ladies. And if it's from Greece, well,
That'd be
hunko
much
hunko.
more horrible, I think.
I think so. Where's Rizzo? And then team number 2 we have for you this week is Project Mayhem because we do Tyler Durden first.
Yeah.
And to give you an idea of who we're playing with, I'll announce team number 1 here. So Pink Ladies are running with Andy Dufresne, Richard Simmons from Sweating to the Oldies.
And just life in general.
Yeah. It's you want some Richard Simmons in
Just
your
an
life.
actual real person.
He's going to do morning yoga with everybody. I know it. We've also got Happy Gilmore, Cameron from Ferris Bueller, Ellen Ripley from the Alien series, Furiosa from Mad Max, Paul Schmecker from Boondock Saints, Hit Girl from Kick-Ass, Sergeant Osiris from Tropic Thunder, and Laura Croft from the Laura Croft Tomb Raider series on the Pink Ladies.
Sorry, Mike, that's Kirk Lazarus playing Sergeant Osiris.
My bad. My bad.
Yes.
I'm a little lost in the method on that one, Jimmy.
He is method acting on Survivor.
Read us the second list, Jimmy.
So on Project Mayhem, we have Tyler Durden, George Bailey from It's a Wonderful Life, Monica Geller from Friends, Colleen Rafferty from that SNL sketch where Kate McKinnon is abducted by aliens.
Bad Monockers.
What, does that say Travis Berger? I'm having trouble reading my...
Hang on, let me see.
I think that says Travis Berger.
Oh, that's Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Opposite of Cameron, which was great in the draw.
And then the bride from Kill Bill.
Did you miss Nurse Ratched?
She's on there.
Yeah, sorry.
She's on your team.
I thought I said Nurse Ratched. Sorry, I must have skipped it. Nurse Ratched is also on the team, yeah. The Bride from Kill Bill, Arnold from Last Action Heroes, Jack Slater, of course, Ace Ventura, and then Mr. Bean. A lot of wackiness on this team.
No shit.
A lot of wacky antics.
So
Project Mayhem.
It's a good name, isn't it?
there we go. It's
a good name for them.
They're gonna fuck shit up, and then when they get something or do something, they're gonna show up at a tribe and be like, "We can't talk about it."
The other tribe is a lot more serious. I think.
Yeah, there's a good split here of wacky and
One team has Furiosa, the other team has Mr. Bean.
Ellen Ripley and Furiosa.
Oh.
Very serious squad.
So
Hit
how
girl.
we're
Girl,
gonna
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Strong
possibilities.
women, meek men.
So how we're gonna do this week for you, ladies and gentlemen? We're skipping the what you watched altogether because we want to get 17 days of Survivor into one episode, so it's right into the
And
fucking
we all just
game.
watch The Boys anyways.
Exactly. The Boys and Obi-Wan.
It's great, whatever.
Yeah, fucking the swords and Darth
You're
Vader.
watching it too, so we're good.
We'll talk about it in a couple of weeks. So to get right into it, how the rules are going to be played out here, we're going to roll for reward. We're going to roll a D20 or D2 or whatever the fuck they are because I'm new.
D20.
D20. So
A two-sided dice, Michael? You mean a coin?
I'm new to the rules of
Simpleton.
D&D since I was a young lad.
Uncultured.
I think they just let me play my own game because I never really understood it. So whatever D&D I know, I'm sure is nowhere
He
He
was
was just
playing
flipping a coin.
Connect 4
Yeah.
by himself.
That's what I'm
While
not
other
getting.
people were playing D&D.
It has snakes and ladders, right? So we're going to roll to decide who gets the reward after the challenge. We're going to roll to decide who gets immunity after the challenge. And then we're going to argue like we do here for who's going home at tribal, correct, Jimmy?
Yeah, exactly. Like all the things that are on the show, like finding an immunity idol, what have you, are usually random events. So
Yes.
those are the things that will be randomly decided through dice roll. And then all group decisions and tribe decisions will be decided by us.
We are their proxies.
We will
for-
be playing the characters in that,
Yeah.
in
Oh,
that sense.
oh, good Lord.
Well, mostly
Impressions
just
allowed,
how
Jimmy?
would this character think? Possibly. We'll see how you behave.
All right. So if you're a fan of Survivor, we hope we do you a solid. If you're a fan of the Dead Meat podcast, we hope we do you a solid.
If you're not a fan of Survivor,
Then listen to last week's episode.
yeah.
I want to dedicate this to Marianne, the winner of this year's Survivor. She came from the back of the pack and proved that happy-go-lucky spirit that she has actually
Just got her all the way to the end.
it got her all the way to the end, and that she was a sleeper. So shout out to Marianne for that. We're also going to do at the end the Sia player of the game, as if we
Okay.
were Sia, because I remember, Jimmy, you didn't know that Sia's a huge Survivor fan, and gave Ty one season, the Chinese prisoner survivor, gave him $100,000 just because she loved the guy. So we'll do
We will also do that for everyone's
We'll
favorite
do that
character.
for Sia and hope she listens and spreads the word
Mr.
about the
Bean.
episode. All right, so if you've never watched Survivor, the first day on the show, tribes are picked. Jeff shows up, welcomes everybody. They're all in fucking their civvies, whatever they
Yes,
were wearing.
Jeff Probst is still hosting our
Yeah,
version.
we weren't
pick
gonna
a movie
fuck around.
character. We just picked Jeff Probst.
You can't,
Made the most sense.
right? Like no. It's I've watched the Australian version. You
If he
cannot.
were dead, I'd pick hologram Jeff Probst. Like that's what we're doing.
You get
That's
it.
right. Like
right?
why else? Yeah.
Program the man. Use the same software they use for Val Kilmer's voice and Top
Are we
Gun.
gonna get
and-
Ross Matthews?
Yeah,
That's
well,
not.
Drew Carey. So the first day on Survivor, the teams have been decided. We've already done that for you as a way to save time on the show, as mentioned. So the first day is shelter building and fire. Those are the two things that they're really going for.
Right.
And our reward challenge will be Flint when we get there. There will be no tribal. There will be a tribal, but
Yeah, there
there's
is a
no
tribal.
immunity, right?
Yeah.
So we just decide based on
The
who's-
challenge.
the challenge, really. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So let's. I guess let's go over what challenge are we doing this week.
So the first challenge we're doing is called A Bit Dingy. A Bit Dingy, eh? And this challenge, let me bring it up here. Thank you, Survivor Wiki fandom.
Yeah. Oh, God.
A Bit Dingy is a reoccurring challenge originated on Survivor Edge of Extinction. The rules are, at one at a time, members of each tribe must swim out to a ramp with any two members. Where any two members must individually dive to release two buoy puzzle pieces. Everything on Survivor is always a puzzle, guys, just so you know. Once they have their puzzle pieces, they must pull a pontoon to a platform where they must use the two pieces they collected and another two pieces on the platform to build a buoy pyramid puzzle. The first person to solve their puzzle and get back to the island wins.
Well, this just screams Laura Croft, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is Team 1 all the way. Like, you got Laura Croft and Hit Girl. Two people who are very athletic.
Do you think, Mike, is there
and
anyone?
Ripley.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think there's anyone on Team 2 who would put up a fight in this?
Monica Geller.
Just Monica.
You know what? Yeah, first that you took the
Maybe
word.
the bride? The bride?
No, not the bride. I mean, she's got concussion syndrome. I don't want to talk about that yet.
No,
not
this is like after she cuts up the head of what's her name, Lucy Liu.
Right, but does she have
fit.
puzzle skills?
Yeah, I feel with the coma,
But
you know,
she doesn't need the puzzle skills if someone else has them on the team.
Yeah, I mean, that's why she's the one to swim.
My thing is, Laura Croft can do literally all of this.
she can.
Laura Croft.
Yeah, no, I would say Monica on Project Mayhem only because she's so competitive.
Yeah.
She just
Yeah,
does.
that's the only thing.
That was the reason I picked her. I went to friends and I was like, okay, Monica will play ping pong, sick as a dog, with her hair frizzy in the Caribbean, and just go until
win.
and
Well,
win.
Jack Slater can swim. I mean, he's pretty
That's
shredded.
true.
Schrader, yeah, Schrader can swim. Furiosa also leading the pack on that one. Like
Ace Ventura puzzle. I mean, he's a detective.
He's
Right?
a pet detective.
yeah, but I feel
But he's still he can still figure shit out.
motherfucker's gonna be distracted by the first dolphin he sees, and he's gonna be like, "Do you know it's a dolphin? Are you
No,
friends
this
with
is
him?
Team
Does he
1.
call you
Team 1's
Tom?"
winning
Like,
this. I don't. I
I think
Team 1's
this is a
winning
Team 1.
Cameron's the only dead weight.
Well, and even then, he doesn't, like, he might have puzzle skills. Like, he's not an idiot.
He's not. Well, I know he's not an idiot. He's the brains behind. Like
Exactly.
Ferris is the balls, Cameron is the brains. Right?
Yeah.
He was like, "This is a bad idea
Like,
to
and
take
he
this
doesn't
car."
have to take the lead on this team. There's so many confident, strong people who can take the lead
Oh my
on
God,
this team. Cameron doesn't have to.
Cameron is gonna go with Nurse Ratchet. That's who's gonna be picking on him.
Well,
Yeah.
that's great. They'll have a great relationship. They'll probably float through together, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see them getting voted off because there's no reason to.
They'll just be in the background doing counseling.
Yeah. He needs it.
Andy Dufresne's just gonna dig a tunnel back and fuck everybody. He's gonna go through the shit to get there. Okay, yeah, you know
I
what?
think this is a Team 1 win.
Okay,
This team would win.
let's
easily.
just review Team 2 before we
Yeah,
give it away
okay.
here. So on Project Mayhem, we're eliminating Durden from doing anything.
He's not even real.
Oh,
He's not,
I feel that that's not an allowed argument.
like, without Ed Norton, he's not there.
That's very true. I should have picked Ed
Yeah.
Norton, and then I would have got a sleeper Tyler Durden.
Oh, that would have been great if Tyler Durden was on the other team, but the team's just one man.
George Bailey. I mean, unless it's the
He
winner-
wanted to travel, but he
Yeah.
never really got to it.
Well, he cares about his family
He
more
does.
than anything, right? Miss Rafferty.
I could see him being the glue that
Guys,
keeps people together.
Miss
She can
Rafferty,
do a lot.
She can
Good.
put up with a ton of fucking shit. She can be the old crotchety lady in the background with the stories. Okay, I mean, I know that doesn't help with
I
a
think
reward
she could pull
challenge,
this off.
but I don't know. Ferris, the bride, Jack Slater from Last
Jack
Action
Slater
Hero.
might be able to do it.
You've got an Arnold Schwarzenegger character.
He can do anything that the writers write for him, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Superman if you think about it.
That's very true. He could be a
And
sleeper
the
for the
writers,
show.
the writers are writing this challenge, so
Yeah,
Okay.
he can literally do anything.
Now,
There's always a guy in there.
Mr. Bean. Do we think?
Mr. Bean stumbles forward. He fails upward.
He fails into a turkey.
he'll accidentally fall backwards into that last puzzle piece.
Yeah, that's
you know?
right.
But it'll be too late because their team 2's gonna. It's not gonna be a blowout.
Yeah,
it's gonna be team 1's gonna get it. You know.
Martin's right.
That's the only sound that will come from him the entire series.
This is a Team 1 win.
Okay, all right. Now, to throw it to chance, obviously, I think we all agree that we want Team 1, but we do have to roll because it is a reward challenge.
Really? Is that what we're doing? I
Yeah.
think this is just an obvious. If we roll, then it kind of.
Yeah.
But I
That's
guess.
the purpose.
Yeah. Then what's the point of the argument?
Well, the point of the argument is to leave it to chance to see, even though we've argued, let's see what happens. Or do we, this is early years of the show here, guys. We can make our decision right now. I just know we decided on rolling because rolling left it to
See, I don't
chance.
think this is random, and they didn't do it random in Dead Meat either.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not
They
do
were like,
random.
this
Let's
team
do
would
this.
win.
Okay, sure. Then
Yeah,
I
think
agree.
this is a Team 1 win.
Team
no
1
doubt.
wins. All right, so Team 2 goes to Tribal that night.
They
There
do.
is no immunity.
What does Team 1 win?
Team 1 wins Flint,
Okay, so they win fire
Ooh.
making equipment. Good for them.
which,
Lara
like,
Croft is already able to do any of that.
She
Yeah.
could have done it
Doesn't need
without the equipment. This team's
she
man.
would have made one of those friction-based fire things that everybody, like the worst way to make fire. She would have pulled it out. No, she would have pulled out some sort of artifact and, like, called upon the Egyptians, and they would have, like, shot down fire for her,
She can do it.
circumventing the rules of the show. Okay, so Team 1 gets Flint. The pink ladies go back to camp. Team 2 is going to go to tribal. But before we get there, we should talk about how they're going to build their camps. Who's going to be the better camp builder here? Because
this is A again. Like, is there who's
I
on?
think it's Team 1. Team 1.
you think it's Team
Do
1
you
again?
see anyone on B who's like got solid camping abilities, or who has even?
I
been
would say the
camping
bride
before?
maybe because she probably had some survival training.
Yeah,
but
that's a
she
good
has
point.
survived being buried alive.
You're right.
She
That's a
has
good point.
survived walking through the woods. But is that
Ace Ventura probably because he's in nature and shit. Right?
He's a pet detective.
But he went in part 2. He went to Africa and he was in nature and stuff, and he survived that.
I feel like everyone's gonna get really pissed off with Ace
Oh,
Ventura
yeah.
very fast.
he's
So let me
gonna
just say the characters I picked because I want the most shit shows, and that's why I picked all these characters.
Like him.
You're
and
not
B.
gonna remember who won Africa season 1 of Survivor, but I'm always gonna remember the dude who fell into the fire. Like that's the
Yep.
shit show. I want to know that shit.
The
show.
Naked Man. Yeah.
Yeah, the naked man. I
Yeah,
know
Richard
that.
Hatch.
Richard Hatch. The naked
Do we
guy.
have anyone here who would end up being Naked Guy?
Ace Ventura?
Ace
No.
Ventura. It would be Ace Ventura.
It'd be Kirk Lazarus.
You think so?
I think it would be Kirk Lazarus.
I
He's
think
not.
Mike's
He's
right.
not Kirk Lazarus. He's Sergeant Osiris.
You're right.
Are you gonna change
He's
this
not
every
Kirk
time I
Lazarus.
say this?
He's playing a role. He's method
Yeah, he's
acting
playing a
on
role.
Okay,
Survivor.
I feel Sergeant Osiris during the Vietnam War would have no problems walking around
You're
in
right.
the buck.
He could make a tent also.
Yeah,
Like the,
Paul
He could probably
Schmecker.
He
also-
could
yeah.
pitch a tent.
Paul Schmecker, Boondock Saints. He's totally fine being nude.
But do you think he can? Do you think he has survival skills outdoors?
I think so. At FBI Quantico training,
Yeah.
they probably had to do some sort of
You're
survival
right.
training.
You're right.
They have to know
Is that- yeah,
orienteering and outdoors and all that shit,
So
like
Hit
the
Girl
basics.
can build
I
a
think-
tent, probably, right? I would think Hit Girl could build a tent.
Cameron,
Or survive.
Yeah. They're more than capable. I
Cameron.
think both teams would be fine.
What's Cameron doing though? I feel Cameron's the dead weight when it comes to shelter. He's gonna be sitting there like worried to fuck. His dad's gonna yell at him for making the wrong
I
decision to
think
go
he
on the
might
show.
be going home this week.
You think he's? I
But
mean,
he's not getting voted. He's not getting voted. He's not voted.
Oh, you're
he's
right.
on
His
team
team
one.
is safe.
Yeah,
That was on team
we're
one.
just talking. Yeah, he's safe.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're just going over shelter
Okay.
building right now. So
I think honestly
Okay,
both
so-
teams seem fine.
yeah, I think Nurse Ratchet would keep everybody in line. What you've got at shelter building is you've got a bunch of people who don't know each other and have different work ethics.
True.
And with a Nurse Ratchet in the background being like, "Okay,
Here's what you need to do.
Bobby, Billy, whoever his name was, you need to do this. You need," like, she kept the floor in
Yeah.
line and one flew over, right? So
Yeah, but does Nurse Ratchet know how to build shit?
no,
She may know how to run a floor. But
yeah.
I
like, you
think
need someone
Michael's saying she doesn't need to because she can draw the room in to make them
Okay.
do things that she wants them to do
Yeah, and like Jack
until
Arnold
they
Schwartz,
snap.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's gonna be carrying around like large trees, right?
He's
for
good.
the
He's gonna be a
lean-to.
comp
He's the
beast.
muscle. He's
Yeah.
the muscle.
Mr. Bean.
Absolute comp beast.
I think Mr. Bean will be in the background so much, unless he does something really bad that no one's gonna notice he's even there. And they're gonna
Right,
forget
exactly.
about
He
him.
could do something so horrible, but he's so quiet and not noticeable. He'll just hide it, like put a piece of gum over it, and it's fine.
Yeah, like the dipshit that he is.
Yeah.
The failing idiot. People will just not.
Oh, it couldn't be that guy.
Yeah, and like you want a guy like that to go to the end with you
Yeah.
because he's done sweet fuck all the entire show. Excuse me, sorry.
Okay, so
Mountain Dew.
camps. What are we talking about? Camps.
Well, basically,
I think they all have good, decent camps, like
Yeah.
basic camps.
Yeah.
Nothing too fancy. I think the fancy, if they're supposed to be a fancy camp, I think Laura Croft would be the one to build it. Like Team 1 would have the better camp for sure.
yeah, I agree. I mean, you've got
There's just
Cameron.
more skill sets. There's more skill sets in Team 1.
Cameron came from a nice home. Happy Gilmore's got some money. Andy Dufresne knows how to
Yeah, but
hide
they don't
money.
have any of that stuff.
No, I know they don't.
have any of that
But
stuff.
what I'm saying, to your point of like the more nicer camp, you've got people on this team who like the finer things in life more versus Project Mayhem, which I feel is just going to be like a tarp
Very
and some
two
logs.
different. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'll have the Hollywood Hills version of a camp, and then you'll have
Two very different
Skid Row
squads.
version.
I
of
see a
camp.
water wheel in Camp 1.
You're absolutely right.
All this
Like
ancient
the Swiss
fucking
Robinson
architecture.
treehouse. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I see.
Totally. And then I see a garbage bin for Team 2.
Yeah.
Right? With a big happy face from Project Mayhem on it. All right. We've got day 1 down. Now we're going to Tribal.
Who's going home?
Project Mayhem's going to Tribal. So Tyler Durden's walking in with George, Monica, Miss Rafferty, Nurse Ratchet, Ferris Bueller, the Bride, Jack Slater, Ace, and Mr. Bean.
So when you're watching someone get eliminated first week, how do they usually vote? Is it just who
Yeah,
is most dead weight?
Whoever's the strongest. They usually vote the strongest too sometimes.
It becomes first day is I don't know you, so I'm just basing it on the results of what you did during the challenge.
Okay.
And as well the 3 days we've spent together so far.
Okay.
So it's very judgmental at this point. So let's go around the room for this one, just to kind of get everybody's opinion, and then we'll go.
Should we say who we think
Yes.
each person would vote
I
for?
think we
Okay.
should, and then
So
and
let's
then
start right at the top. Who do we think Tyler Durden would vote for?
I think
I don't know if he'd get a vote because he's not there.
He's not actually there.
That's why I think people would vote for him because you're like, well, this guy's not on our
Tyler-
team, so he's not actually here, so we have to vote for Tyler Durden. So we
That's
can get rid of
really
someone.
funny.
It's like a free immunity. It's a free immunity. He's
That's
not there
true.
anyways. I
it
think
is
the whole
like
team would vote
nobody
Tyler Durden.
nobody
We
gets
didn't
okay.
even see him all day.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Martin thinks Tyler Durden. Okay, all right. What do you think?
That was pretty damn convincing because I was going to say Bean, but at least he's there.
Bean
Yeah,
is there
you
for
see him.
comedic effect. You're on an island. You want someone to laugh at, and him
Yeah.
getting into dumb shit, definitely
Pretty
a
great.
keeper.
It's entertaining. The producers will want to keep him around.
If we are going with canon, which we try to do as much here at the Real Debaters, ladies and gentlemen, if you listen to the show, you know that, quote unquote. But yes, Tyler Durden is an invisible character. He is only there based on Edward Norton showing up, right? Edward Norton's jerking off in the soup. It's not really Tyler, right?
Yep.
Edward Norton's putting porno in the movie. It's not really Tyler. So I can't really argue it either. So to make this one easy, simple, bada bing,
I
bada
think
boom,
Tyler Durden's out.
the guy who was never there is going home.
That's a good one. The guy who's never there going home.
That's what Jeff Probst said.
Yep. That's a good Jeff Probst line.
Put out your torch and leave, and then no one puts out the torch and
The
leaves.
torch just stays for it.
Yes, I'll just put it out.
This isn't the JFK torch, guys. This thing needs to go out.
No, it's just like, and then he's like, "Who are you gonna vote for?" And then Jeff Probst announced each of the team names, and then Tyler Durden, and then there's just a blank seat. And then everyone's like, "Where's Tyler? He didn't even show up." It's a free immunity. Everyone's safe. Why wouldn't you vote for the guy?
Yeah,
who's,
why would
like,
you
not
vote for
there?
anyone else? That makes complete sense.
All right, so day 2, we're gonna have a reward challenge.
Sorry,
Moving
that
on.
was just
Moving-
too funny.
It's a great way to start, ladies and gentlemen. You know, you got to pick the
Yeah.
guy, and everybody gets along on that. They don't fight. They haven't met him. They have no personal interest in him. He's only shown up, never. So we're fine. All right, so day 2, we're gonna have a reward challenge. We're gonna have an immunity challenge, and we're gonna have another tribal reward. Simple fishing gear kit.
All right.
Something to go down to the shallows. Get your octopus. Get your red
Team 2
snapper.
needs that, boys. Team 2 needs that bad.
Team
Team
2.
two desperately
Team
needs
2, Team 1 doesn't need it. Lara Croft is the fishing gear herself.
it. She's already got fish.
She takes those Glocks,
Yeah.
goes swimming. They come back full of holes, but at least there's some meat. All right. So reward challenge we're gonna do first, which is called Angry Chair.
Okay.
Do you remember this one, Jimmy?
I don't.
All right. So Angry Chair was birthed in Survivor Millennials versus Gen X. One person from each tribe or team will race through a series of obstacles to a chair. The rest of the tribe or team will then lift the chair, allowing the person to retrieve 10 numbered bags. So it's like a
You have to hold them up while they're grabbing.
yeah, it's like a Jewish wedding.
Yeah.
Right? Then once they have collected the 10 bags, the next person will go. Screw up. I don't want to look at Dante Culpepper. He was the guy who won the challenge.
Good for him.
But
Great quarterback.
he did really good that season. Once they've collected the 10 bags, the next person will go retrieving the next 10 bags, and so on. Once all 30 bags, so we need 30 bags collected,
So 3 people are running, right?
3 people are being hoisted in chairs.
You need strong people.
So you need strong people to do this. This is a physical challenge. Once all 30 have been collected, the tribe or team must use the 30 letters to solve a word puzzle.
Okay.
The word puzzle will be Fight Club, for example. The first tribe or team to complete this wins. Pretty
Okay.
simple, right?
So who do we think has a lot of strong people that can hold up this person on a chair?
Well, we lost the strength of Tyler Durden.
So light person goes on chair.
light
usually,
person
yes?
goes
Yeah,
on
okay.
chair. I would feel
But you want
Hit
light,
girl.
fast person. Light, fast person.
Hit girl.
hit girl.
Hit
for
girl.
sure.
I think
Yeah.
first team, Hit Girl, Laura Croft, and Ellen Ripley.
Yeah.
Are people who goes on chairs. First
Ellen's got some no meat on her bones because of being trapped in space for
She's
you
still
know,
like
eons.
athletic. She's still fit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
She loads cargo with that robotic suit. You gotta.
Yeah.
You need.
I would have substituted Richard Simmons into one of those. just so
Very
that
fit.
I know it's gonna be those 3 girls for sure. Those 3 women. So.
He'll be in the front leading the pack. Come on, guys. Let's do this exercise, everyone. Okay, yeah, I like that. Now, who's the light asses on team 2 who we're gonna lift?
Bride
Right?
for sure.
Bride, Monica.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can Monica run?
Well, I think Monica can be lifted. I don't know if she can run. In fact, I think
That's
I
what
saw.
we need. You want someone fast because you have to race through an obstacle course, right?
Right.
Yeah, and if she's friends with Phoebe, and Phoebe doesn't know how to run at all, so I don't think
I
Monica.
think Ace Ventura.
You want to put Ace Ventura on a chair?
Bean's pretty small.
Beans, yeah. Ferris
Can Bean finish an obstacle course?
Ferris can.
Ferris is a high
Yeah,
schooler.
yes, can. Yeah, let's do Ferris.
We saw him
the
run.
Bride.
He beat his dad home.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Ferris the Bride and Ace Ventura
Or Monica.
or Monica.
Jim Carrey's a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go Monica, Ferris, Bride
All right.
versus Ellen, Hit Girl, Laura Croft. All right. Who's lifting? Like George
Last Action Hero for sure.
Yeah.
Arnold
Who's got
Schwarzenegger's
Jack
lifting.
Slater? Is that Team B?
That's
Wait,
Project
how many
Mayhem.
people have to lift, Michael?
Well, because we should have done this earlier, one team is down a person, so somebody should have sat out from team one.
Okay, well, I'll roll. Hold on.
So this might change
No,
our
we can just
argument.
pick. We can just pick. I'm
Do they
pretty sure
usually
if you
just pick?
we
The
pick
team,
Cameron.
the team
Cameron's
picks.
sitting out for
Okay.
team one.
Okay, yeah, Cameron will sit out and cry about his
That's
life.
definitely who they would pick.
Because the team picks, right? That's who pick.
Yeah.
Cameron's sitting out for team one.
And then who's so there we go. So now we're even.
Yeah.
Right. And then for strength to lift these people,
Action Hero can do it by himself. Jack
totally.
Slater's got if he's on Team B with.
He's with Monica,
George Bailey,
George Bailey.
Colleen Rafferty.
Yeah, and I mean
Nurse Ratched.
Bailey's tall, and so is Schwarzenegger, Jack Slater, so they could both lift really
Yeah.
high, right?
Yeah.
Get that over and done with.
So two people are lifting one person all the time?
Basically, one person is being lifted with the group, and then they change to the next
Okay.
group of pieces.
Okay, so everyone else is lifting. The three people are running.
So
Yeah.
who
That's
do we
fine,
think
yeah.
gets to the puzzle first?
Oh, team one.
Team 1 still?
Yeah.
Team
Well,
one
who's-
is it's athletic. It's
Who's
athletic.
lifting
It's
Team 1?
We got-
everybody else.
well, Andy Dufresne, Richard Simmons, Happy Gilmore, Furiosa, Paul Schmecker,
Yeah, they'd be okay.
and Sergeant Osiris or
Yeah.
Kirk Lazarus.
Yeah, they'd be all right. Okay, so they get to the puzzle first. By how much?
I'd say by half. I think half, maybe like a few seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Like,
gonna be clo-
I would think it would be close too.
It's
going
going to be close to
It'd
the
be close.
puzzle.
Right. And then who finishes the puzzle first?
That's
like
where-
team two can make it up in the chairlifting part because Arnold's there, right? That's their
Yeah.
big strength. But everything else for getting to the puzzle, like running there, team one has the
Team
advantage.
1 is fast.
And then when we get to the puzzle for team two, you've got George, Miss Rafferty, Nurse Ratched, Ace, and Mr. Bean for puzzle work.
I mean, Ace is a detective.
He is a detective.
How
A
can you
pet
say that?
detective, but he is a detective, right? Come on, Jimmy.
So's
Come
Paul.
on.
So's Paul Smecker. What are you
Yeah,
saying?
that's true.
Paul
And I-
Smecker is good. Paul Smecker, I think Paul Smecker and Ace Ventura, like
this
both of
might
them-
be just one of those seasons where one team dominates.
I think it is. It
well,
happens, right?
it
happens,
happens,
and they'll get put together. But if it happens, it happens, right? Like this might just be another Team 1 win.
yeah, like and it has happened where you get streaks.
Let's call it a Laura Croft win.
Like she's just built for this game. Charles did a good.
Well,
Charles
okay,
picked Laura
all
Croft.
right. It seems that we're kind of neck and neck here on agreeances. Do we want to roll for this one to leave it to chance?
Well, who do
Because
you think?
I'm with the group on this. Like, I think strength-wise, because it's team strength and not individual strength yet,
Yeah.
I think it can go either way. I think
Okay.
it matters at the puzzle where you've got people who are hyper-focused, who after they've been lifting now are the ones to do the puzzle. Because as soon as you
Jack Slater's also a detective, by the way.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
so
he
we
is.
picked a lot of detectives.
We're gonna solve our way off the island.
Well, okay, so if you're flip flop, if you're come see come saw, Martin, what do you think?
I gotta go with one again. Like it's gotta be
Because
one.
I'm in that boat too. I think I'm just gonna go Team 1.
All right. Well, I'm vetoed, so it is team one.
Team 1 wins
so
again,
Team one
back to
wins
back.
the fishing gear.
Good for them.
All right. Team two wins nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They're going to tribal,
they're
but
going
they
to
might
tribal.
somebody might win an
No,
immunity.
I thought this was just a reward challenge. I thought we were bringing another tribal challenge after.
Yeah,
Yeah, right,
Tribal's
sorry.
next, or immunity challenge is
Immunity
next for
challenge is
team
next.
immunity.
Yeah.
So, so we've
Damn,
got a fishing
Team 2
kit.
could have used that.
Team two definitely could have used that. They
Team
got
two's
big.
hungry now. Team two's hungry and they're mad.
Well, that's 2 losses, 2 rewards. We'll track the reward wins versus the reward and immunity. So that's 2 to team 2 for reward. So or
Wow.
team 1, sorry.
Yeah, Team 1 is dominating.
Team 1's got 2 rewards.
They have a team that's built for this, and that's just how we randomized it. We rolled it out beforehand. This is just how it came out.
Yeah, we didn't randomize like I randomize, where I'm just like I tell you I randomize and then I just pick. We actually randomized.
We rolled D20.
Okay, so next up on the list here on day 2 is our immunity challenge, which is team immunity. Thank you. This one is titled affectionately "Coconut Juice."
Of course it is.
This is the one that Shauna picked. Survivors must race to crack open
Shout out
coconut. Shout out Shauna.
Couldn't have done it without her.
No kidding. Because me and Jimmy were on the deck doing this,
We had a lot of questions.
and she had all the answers. So if you like this episode, it's because of my...
She structured it for us and made sense.
Yeah, way to go, partner. Survivors must race to crack open coconuts and obtain the juice inside them. Once they have some juice, they must maneuver through a series of obstacles, so obstacle course, and place the remaining juice in a tube. The first person/tribe to fill up their tube wins.
Well, I'll tell you, Jack Slater's smashing those fucking coconuts.
Yeah,
He
he's gonna
is.
be number one on that for sure. He's
Totally.
Number one on
Who's
the entire-
strong? Nobody's stronger here, right?
No.
So coconuts
No.
are opened by him for sure.
So Team B, I think, takes an early lead.
They do, but you've got...
Wait, how does it work? Does each person crack a coconut, or does one person crack all the coconuts?
Yeah, that's a good-
survivors
that's a good
must
question.
race to open coconuts. So
I guess everyone's doing it.
yeah.
Okay.
Now, we also have. I can't remember if we take somebody out for immunity too.
Because they'd be ahead too, right?
They'd be
yeah,
well,
if this is
yeah.
a team challenge, you'd have to.
Yeah. So let's sit out.
So
Cameron.
two people got to sit out.
No, no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
sit
no.
out
We're just
again.
no. Just one person has to sit out.
Oh, right,
Yeah, 'cause
we're good. So
you're
yeah,
only down one.
but you can't sit out
Cameron.
2 in a row, right?
Can't sit 2 in a row.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I can. Richard Simmons.
Okay. Richard Simmons is out for. All right.
Athletic,
Oh wait a minute.
but somebody's
Furiosa only has one. Does she have the robotic arm, or does she have just one?
Well, we didn't confirm, so let's say that she has
She
a.
can't have a robot arm.
It's
It's Rust in the Jungle.
Yeah.
She can't have a robot
This is
arm.
pre-accident.
Yeah.
This is just Furiosa's passion and heart, not her
So
physical.
That's right.
She doesn't have an arm.
No,
She
she has
one
an
arm.
She has 2 arms, but this is before she lost the 1 arm.
Yeah, we'll say that.
But we're not redoing it to
She just
canon.
can't have a
So-
robot arm.
All right, so Richard's going to sit out for immunity. All right. That said, let's go over Team 1 first. Now that
Okay.
Who's got coconut strength?
Sergeant
I'd
Osiris,
say, well, Laura Croft.
Yeah, natural.
natural
Hit Girl.
build strength.
I mean,
Yeah.
she doesn't seem like it, but Hit Girl has technique. She's
You're
got
right. She
technique.
could find a
knows how
way to get it.
Yeah.
Well, and opening coconuts, I mean, is time consuming and a pain in the ass. But if you've got a sharp rock and some time, which
You can do it.
you can do it, right? The problem with this challenge is you've got guys like Jack Slater who are like, you coconut, and all the juice goes out.
Right.
So the point of the challenge here is
get
to
the most juice you can over.
in your mouth and then spat out into the
Right.
tube. So yes, you got the coconuts and you put in the rum, but like,
Losers have to drink the tube after.
how much coconut juice is good? It's like toast.
That's a good point, because if he's just going full smash,
Right?
not going to get a lot of coconut water out of
No, you need some delicate. You need surgical
that.
precision.
Who else do they have?
The Bride, Ferris Bueller,
The
Nurse
Bride
Ratched.
Bride
do
could
it for
do
sure.
it.
Bride,
The Bride could do it.
Yeah. Do you know why the Bride could do it?
Wiggle your big toe.
5-finger death
No,
punch.
Yeah,
not
you're
just
right.
that, but also she also like the 1-inch punch.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
You know,
You're-
she's got all the
that's-
kung fu
Ooh,
techniques.
this might be a Team 2 challenge.
it. Might be a
I
team
think it
2
might be a Team
challenge.
2 challenge.
All right.
And sorry, do they have to do a puzzle at all?
No, it's just first to fill the tube.
That's Team 2.
That's Team 2. Team
I
1.
think they just have
okay.
more talent at this one.
Hang on here. Andy Dufresne.
Yeah,
Happy
not
Gilmore.
necessarily good. No,
Cameron.
I don't think he's going to be a coconut smasher.
He's probably gonna be like an
Nah,
alert.
he's gonna be the one to lose it for the team if he has to go in.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's allergic to coconut, probably.
that's really funny.
Furiosa, Paul Schmecker, Hit Girl, Kirk Lazarus, Sergeant Osiris, and Laura Croft. Like,
They're
I think
fine.
everyone on this team can do it, but it won't be like they
As
can't do it
fast.
exceptionally.
Yeah,
Lara Croft is probably and Hit Girl are probably the only ones who can do it the best on this team.
sure.
I think if we look at who's the worst, Cameron will be the worst, and he's going to be the one to drag down the team, and that's what's going to lose it.
agreed.
So I think if you look at Team 2, everyone can kind of do it.
Yeah, I like that.
Mr. Bean will accidentally do it.
He'll
but
find
do
a
it.
way.
Yeah, find a way to accidentally do it.
Think
But
how
it'll
much
be,
coconut water he could hold in his mouth. He'd fill it one shot.
You know what? That's a Mr. Bean sketch where he tries to do
Tell
it.
me it isn't.
And then, like, every time he gets from the coconut to the tube, something gets in his way, and he keeps spitting it out.
Ace has a giant mouth, and there's no way he doesn't
does.
know how to get a coconut open.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So, for
He did
immunity,
go- Yeah, he's good. He's good. He is a detective.
This
line of the show. So for immunity, for coconut juice,
Team 2.
Team 2. All right. So, Team
Wow.
1 goes to trouble.
Whoa.
You know what?
Team 2's got their first win. That's good. That's a good
They
moral
needed
victory
it.
for them.
Break that 2-game streak. Oh, it's over.
Yep.
We're back to even. So
So-
who's going home?
Tribal.
I think
Richard
it's Cameron,
Simmons.
isn't it?
Well,
Cameron's going home.
Cameron
Cameron's
sat
going
out previously. Richard Simmons sat out this time. So historically, you sit out people that you know are weaker in the challenge.
Right. So would they necessarily want to get him out just because he's the weakest, or would they keep him in because he's a floater and they know he won't do any damage later?
Martin?
I think they right now you just want to get through you want people to help you get to the merge.
And
Yep.
yeah,
So
and he's
if
not
the team
doing
keeps
that.
winning, he's not doing anything, and you're gonna keep going to tribal. You got to get rid of that dead weight, because if he didn't have to, if he could do something, he didn't have to sit out.
Yeah, you're right. A thing we missed. Do we
'Cause
think?
I don't think people will go after stronger people until the merge. Like that's when you form
Yeah.
alliances and be like, okay, let's get rid of the top people.
Do we think there would be any game or day one alliances? Do you think anybody on these teams would particularly get along?
Alliances at this point traditionally are to not make waves,
Okay.
to find a flow, right? You're shocked. Your system is shocked. You're in a place you don't know. You're with people you don't know. So it's not so much about alliance making, which does
Okay.
happen, right? They'll be like, "Hey, listen, I like you. Let's see how far we can go." Those
I think Lara
conversations
Croft and
happen.
Hit Girl would be.
Yeah. Okay. But great
A-
point.
a
Like
good
I like
thing.
this. Like keep
Well,
going with
because
this.
this happens on Big Brother. People will literally walk in the door and be like, "We should be friends. We
Yes.
should do this from the beginning," not
And-
knowing anything about each other.
That does happen. They don't usually show it though, because it's not as. There's also a TV show to make, right?
So like Laura Croft, Hit Girl, I think they're
Yeah.
personally, I think Ace Ventura, Mr. Bean, great friends.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think so too.
how to be annoying?
Oh, they'd love each
They'd
other.
run a clinic,
Yeah,
right, between the two of them.
One person
Ferris,
speaks too much, one doesn't speak at all.
that's that's right. They're perfect for each other.
Odd couple.
like Richard Simmons and Cameron, they would be friends.
No,
Ellen-
Cameron would not be friends with Richard.
I don't know,
Simmons.
non-threatening, right? Like, and I could see
I think
Richard.
Richard
being
Simmons is Paul Smecker.
is Paul-
Unlikely friendship. That's the odd couple.
That's the sleeper that you don't see coming. Who else? Let's see here. Furiosa and Ellen Ripley, best buds for life,
I could see them being
right?
friends.
Like
Yeah.
if you, they're like, I had to.
I see the four strong women as being like the
the
lead
four
of this group.
horsewomen.
the four
Yeah.
Alien, Mother's Milk. I'm just coming up with new horrible names
Mother's Milk is a man.
in the
Yeah.
boys, but also in Mad Max, Mother's Milk
Right.
is water, right?
Fine.
It's actual milk.
Yeah, is it milk? I
No,
can't
it's actual milk. It's actual milk. Remember they had the women pumped? They're
That's
pumping the
right.
women?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Cola is the water, liquid cola or whatever. Fuck, who cares?
Anyways,
Whatever. So we'll figure out if they go ahead anywhere from there.
Yeah. That being said, Team 1 has gone to tribal. Who do we think?
It's Cameron, dude.
It's Cameron. Cameron's
Cameron?
done.
It's
Yeah,
Cameron.
Yeah, no, I.
His dad's gonna be so mad.
Or
He was,
yeah.
he was trying to win the prize and he picked the
That's
Ferrari.
Well, no, he's gonna try and delete all of his like travel documents to show he was never there, just like how they like tried to reverse the kilometers on the Ferrari. He's just gonna cover all of his internet breadcrumbs and be like, I was never there, Dad.
He's never there. I wasn't on Survivor.
All right. I can see Cameron, and like that's a dead weight call, right? That's a guy who's
And-
sitting there. He's quiet. He's not really doing much.
And I don't know about you guys, but I can picture each character in what they wear in their media, but it's just like torn up a little bit. So I'm picturing Cameron in a Red Wings jersey with no sleeves.
In his boxers.
He's got his khakis cut off at the knee,
Oh,
maybe a headband on kind of thing.
That's the headband is from the cut up Red Wings jersey.
That's right.
And I mean, it's only so funny to hear him do his Mr. Rooney impression for so long. Or no, Ferris's dad's impression.
Where do you get off?
I'm going to have my daughter outside the school at 3 o'clock, otherwise we're going to have problems. Okay.
It sounded like Seinfeld.
It did. It very much did. Hey, listener, tell us what you think. Leave us a voicemail. Do I sound like Seinfeld when I try to do Mr. Rooney, president from Ferris Bueller's Day Off? School
Vice
principal.
principal.
Principal. Thank you. We're
Principal.
getting in the weeds.
Principal,
Are we
president.
done on day? We
President of
done?
the school.
Yeah,
I think
Cameron.
Yeah, day
he's
3.
getting voted off.
Cameron's
goes.
done.
Cameron's done. Cameron, go bye-bye. All right.
Not a blowout. Not a blowout.
No.
Yeah, that's true. We're tied again.
Day 3. We have a found reward. We have an immunity idol
Let's
that lasts
roll.
for 4 episodes. Okay.
Ooh.
So you have to use it by episode 7.
So between the 3 of us, we'll decide whether that character would use the immunity idol at that given time.
Yeah. Well, who should get it is
We'll
or
roll.
who finds it. Oh, we want to
It's
roll?
random.
Okay.
Yeah, if
Perfect.
finding an immunity idol is random in the show,
Yeah.
It's
true.
got to be random year.
Perfect. So roll, and this is out of everybody who's remaining. So go ahead.
We have 9 people left, right?
We have 18 people left.
We got
going into today's
Or 9 per
episode.
team. 9 per team.
9
So
per
does
team.
each team get one, or does?
No, this is
you
a
get-
found individual immunity idol.
So this person has it. They can either choose to tell people or they don't tell people.
But like, there's one individual immunity idol in each team, right?
no, there's
No.
multiple in the game. You
yeah,
just keep
they're
finding
just
them.
out and about if you find them or if they're given
Oh.
to you or if you win them.
Okay.
So I have rolled number 19. Who do we got?
19. Ferris found the fucking reward.
Ferris. Of course he would, right? Like
He
that's.
found-
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that too.
I
And
think
he's that
Ferris would
he's
find
that
it.
piece of shit every time he's at
The
tribal.
white guy wills his way
Yeah.
into the reward, the
Yeah.
immunity idol.
He totally does.
He doesn't tell anybody either. I think.
I don't
No,
think
he's not. He's not.
But he does look into the camera and go, "It's so choice."
Yeah, he's breaking the fourth wall on Survivor. Well, no, he doesn't have to. It's a reality show.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's
Just-
gonna
He's
break the
built
fourth
for
wall for
this.
Can you imagine his one-on-one with the camera after he found it? He's like, "I'm gonna kick Cameron's ass," and he's going home. He doesn't even know he's sent home yet.
Oh no!
Right? So like he's still thinking he's gonna like buddy up with him. Maybe I don't know.
Oh no!
Fuck. All right.
All right, so Ferris has the immunity. He's not telling anybody.
He's not telling anybody, but he is like gaslighting people. I feel.
I think so.
I think at challenges he would be like, "Man, has anybody found a reward yet or an immunity idol?" You know, he'd just be bringing
going
it up,
on?
fucking with people. Imagine the day that everybody gets to send a letter and it's Sloan and she was like, "You were a piece of shit the whole time. I want the
Oh
world
my
to know." Okay, so Ferris has got the idol.
What else we got this day? This day 4, day 3.
This is day 3,
Day 3.
and the reward challenge is a blanket, tarp, and pillows.
Anybody could
So-
use that.
And
That'd
but
be
could,
nice.
each team could use that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
and it's a team thing. Like you get a tarp for your shelter, you get some pillows to rotate sleeping with, right? Like it's something from home. So the reward challenge. Shit, I didn't want to open that one. That's okay. The reward challenge, ladies and
On
gentlemen.
that screen. I'm just kidding. I'm
Beep,
just
boop,
Mike
boop,
is just looking at
boop,
porn.
boop, 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 boop.
How does this help him with his notes?
The reward,
kidding.
the
all in
reward
his head.
challenge
All in his head.
is
Oh,
hot
when I watched
moms.
this video, it's day 4.
It's not the genre I wanted today. Okay, so
Gilfs.
we are playing Pigpen. Remember Pigpen?
Is this the one where they have to herd all the pigs?
Pigpen. No. Pigpen. Teams must race through a muddy pigpen in order to chase down their tribe-colored pigs. The first team to get 10 of their pigs back in their tribe pen wins reward.
Oh,
So
this
they
is tough.
do have to herd the pigs.
They have
you
to capture
jerk.
the pigs.
I had it.
Do they get to eat them after?
No,
Wow.
no.
You just smuggle one?
What's that under your sweater? Nothing.
I don't know. You lost one, I guess.
This is a pure strength challenge, right?
Right.
This is
No,
speed.
no, this is speed and
I think agility
and,
as well.
Yeah.
I think Hit Girl would be great at this.
Yeah, she's training
Laura
to
Croft.
Laura
you know.
Croft as well too. Ellen Ripley as well. I mean, dodging, evading xenomorphs. That's got to count
fair.
for something.
That's a fair point.
Furiosa.
Furiosa dodging.
Let's not forget Kirk Lazarus playing Sergeant Osiris has to lead people so
Through the
petting him,
muck.
petting things.
He's
I've
done these
Rounding
army
them up.
drills before.
He has, but he was first of all unaware that they were real. So I don't know how aware he is of his environment.
It's method. He's method.
He's
not.
method,
He's
dude.
not gonna break
It's not
character
Kirk.
until the DVD release.
It's not
Until
Kirk.
the commentary.
That's
No
right.
breaking character until the commentary.
Do you know what it is? It's the redemption role that Robert Downey Jr. never knew he needed. That's what Kirk Lazarus is. Yeah. Okay. Who else? Happy Gilmore. I mean,
I could see Team B just making a complete shit show out of this one. Just not really doing
Project
well,
Mayhem?
falling all apart. Yeah, Project Mayhem not doing too great.
I think Miss Rafferty is probably just going to be like, call me when they're batting my knockers.
I could see her being a natural at this.
You think so?
Actually.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
absolutely.
Stumbling in with their legs all
Van Damme
spread.
splits it. Van Damme
Zero.
splits it and blocks the whole side.
Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, I think she could be an absolute pro at this.
You think Team 2 with the bride is going to suck at this? She's got ninja-like skills,
Fair enough.
right?
Here's what I think about Team 2. You have two people who are very, very loud and commanding presences. Like Monica Geller and Nurse Ratched are just going to clash at this one. They're going to
They
be
are.
both yelling commands.
Yes.
Everyone's going to be confused, and it's going to be a shit show.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Ace Ventura is just going to save them.
No, Ace Ventura can be good
Wow.
because he can you know what, he crocodile Dundee it into it. He can like talk to them and then
That's
make them
true. That's
go
a
into
good point.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Maybe
I
we
mean,
can- is
speaks
this an
language.
upset?
It might be an upset.
Is
Ace
he
Ventura
just-
can just like automatically do it. Like he's a detective. a pet detective.
He's a pet detective. It actually works in this case.
He's the pig piper. All of a sudden, just all 10 of them
Could
just
be,
follow him
could
into the
be.
pig. Everybody's like, all right, I guess we have to keep you now, Ace. Who wins?
Do we have to
I
flip
think
on
Ace
this
Ventura
one?
might take this. Like, I think he's the hidden weapon.
I'm
this
in the
challenge
middle.
is built for him.
You're in the middle?
I'm
on
in the middle.
I'm
It's tough.
Hang on, let me think.
Like
here.
Ace Ventura, but I think it's. I think this one. I think we should roll a dice because it's random.
I agree.
If there's
I
50,
agree.
50, let's just roll a dice.
Because you're also playing against the pig, which if you're a big guy, you'd think like Jack Slater would grab a pig, but he's a big guy. He doesn't move as fast as Laura Croft or the bride, right? So
And you're trudging in mud.
this is
Or
true.
shit,
You're in a
right?
pig pen. I think it's mud. I think shit would be.
Oh, there's shit in a pig pen
yeah.
as well.
Shit would be fear
would be
factor.
So are we rolling?
Let's
for this
roll
one?
it. Roll
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
We gotta roll.
So below 10, we'll do
One.
team
Do odds and evens. Odds and evens.
Odds and evens.
Odds
okay.
and evens. Love it.
So odds will be team 1. Evens
Evens.
will be team 2.
Stroke it, sir.
It's a 7.
It's a
We got
seven.
odds.
Team two.
So
Team one.
Team 1 pulls it out.
Team one pulls it
We'll
out.
say it was very close.
Very close though.
Team
Wow.
1 gets it.
Yeah. No, that's the only way you got to decide it. All right. So they
Pillows,
get
blankets, another reward.
another reward. That's 3 rewards.
Oh,
3 rewards to 1 immunity. That's where we're at right
Jeez.
So
now.
now at this point, we have to keep in mind when they're doing the immunity challenges, like team 1 is rested and fed.
fair enough.
Team 2 is malnourished. If there's physical rewards, like it's gonna be hard.
You're right.
I couldn't agree with you more. That's where, and like you see them show up to the next challenge.
Looking worse for wear.
They're weak. Their blood sugar's low. It's hot.
Imagine Arnie. He doesn't have his protein right now.
He doesn't have
Oh.
steroids. Is
Yep.
really what's
Jack Slater's going to have issues.
Okay,
No
so
cigars? What the fuck?
He's going to be lean, not shredded after this.
so
A
we
lean
have.
cuisine.
They're going to eat him.
I want one of those right now. All right, so day 3, we are on to the immunity challenge. So this is the nut bucket.
That sounds gross.
Of course.
I can't
Is
remember
there is there a muffin inside that bucket?
How do you want your muffin buttered, Martin? So nut bucket, also known as sack attack, is the tribal challenge that originated
That's not better.
in Survivor Micronesia. Is where this came from.
Micro penis?
Micronesia,
Survivor micro penis.
where everybody has a a small penis or a big clit. No.
Yeah.
So rules are a given number of contestants hold on to a rope.
Yeah.
So imagine this in your minds, kids. Holding on
Are
to
they
a rope.
pulling rope?
Connected to a large net, right? So you're angled and you're holding it. The remaining castaways attempt to shoot coconuts into the opposing tribe's nets,
Making it heavier.
increasing the weight and making it heavier. So you've got a nothing net, and then you've got to hold up like 30 coconuts as the team fills it up.
Arnie's can
Arnie's
fucking
gonna
do
kill
it.
it.
But he's tired.
Oh,
like
hang
you
on.
said.
When all members of one tribe have dropped their net, the challenge ends with the opposing tribe winning.
Right.
You're
How do
obviously
you get the coconuts into the nets?
They
you,
shoot him with like
you
a
put-
slingshot.
you put the lime in the coconut.
Okay.
That's how. No.
What do they
Mix it
shoot it
all
with?
up.
You launch it like a shot, like a
Oh, you
basketball.
just take a basketball
Yeah,
shot.
yeah.
Okay.
A lob, a throw, a toss, whatever.
Okay, so who's got accurate aim with coconuts?
Me.
Who can throw them? How far of is it like 30 feet?
That would
that's
definitely
tough.
make a difference.
Schmecker's the only one I see on Team 1 who's got any sort of aim because of having FBI training with a weapon.
It doesn't
Right.
mean you can throw though.
No, but it
no.
does mean you can focus on a target.
Happy
True.
Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore's been putting it in the cup for years.
I could see him finding like a large stick.
Go
in
to
the
your
woods
bucket!
and just driving these in.
Yeah,
Shabba-dabba-doo.
this might be a Happy Gilmore challenge.
Hit Girl, I feel, gets too, like, for focus. Hit Girl, from what I remember from Kick-Ass, she's very, like, hyper. Very, like...
No one has to sit out. We're tied.
No,
Or
we're
does someone
tied.
have to
Yeah,
sit
we're,
out?
we're tied going
No
into
one's
this
sitting.
challenge, so no one has to sit out. Andy Dufresne, I mean, is he really...
We haven't really seen anything that would show he'd be good at this. Maybe he'd be holding the sack.
Yeah, we don't have a math
He's a
problem
big
yet.
guy. Like I think.
I think he'd be probably holding the net. He'd be
Yeah, he's
holding
a
the
big
net.
guy.
You want anchors on the net.
Yeah, you need. So how many can hold the net? I guess as
Uh,
many as you want, but then.
It didn't say,
Oh. I would assume as many as you want, but then that's less people throwing coconuts.
which proves that other team will have less people holding, which means
Exactly.
So you'd want to have equal, right?
So I think they stick Arnie holding the net right at the start. So
Yep.
and then when he says, "Okay, I need some help here," he can say that.
He asks Monica to come in.
Yeah.
No, you've got Arnie, and then for aim on Team 2, the bride, I would imagine would have some good aim.
Yeah.
Nurse Ratchet.
Mm.
I mean, what do you need to? No aim. I mean, she's getting a vein. She's putting in medication.
No,
She's not
that
really
doesn't mean
doing a
you're
good
good at
thing on the side.
basketball.
I'm trying.
I think George Bailey can hold. Probably he'll probably be
He's a
holding.
tall
I don't know what
guy. He
can
can
do.
probably hold court.
He's probably got some
Yeah.
hoops too, man. Like, you know, like,
Think about it.
right?
1950s hoops, though.
Right? Like peach bucket.
Yeah, like not good hoops.
Ferris Bueller, maybe doesn't he have that little thing in his bedroom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, but you put the two of them out there, they're going to shoot the lights out all day long with Steph Curry. I
And
mean,
he's
it's
got
not.
an immunity idol.
He has an immunity idol, so he can do whatever he wants.
He's
right?
good. He could play this either way.
Yeah, and he's got it till episode 7. Let's just remember that. Kids,
I
call
just-
in if we missed that.
I just think Team 2 will have a longer or more chances to get coconuts into the bag because of Arnie's strength holding them.
I agree. Yeah, he knows what. Like, that's probably a workout for him in some
Because
way.
he can do it by himself for a while, and that's
But once
so
again,
many
we
more
also have
people.
to imagine that they're malnourished and they're tired.
True.
Yeah,
True.
and they
It's
don't
been a couple
have
days.
they don't have any rewards at all. So
No.
they've gone with.
So my question would be then, does having more people throw and Arnie holding it, does that mean that they're going to have enough time to win this before the other team can finally overpower them from being malnourished?
Okay, so you've got Laura Croft, who's got food because they've probably gone fishing because they have fishing stuff, right?
Like
They've
nobody
been
on
going
the
fishing
team.
since day one.
Yeah.
You know, and they have fire to cook it.
Yeah, and you get. I should mention it is rice, guys. Like rice is the base.
Yeah.
You're not not eating, but you're eating a cup of rice, and we all know that like Jack Slater needs like
You need
12
food.
steaks.
Yeah.
Paul Schmecker, Furiosa, Ellen Ripley, Happy Gilmore.
Like this team is good. This team is like they're not like full, but they're okay. They're not starving. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? This team has energy.
So are we giving
I
it
think
based on the
because of
fact that
yeah.
like, yeah, I don't
But
know.
nobody's particularly good at throwing.
No, and I mean throwing a coconut in this environment.
There's weight to it. Like it's not easy.
Like I have a coconut basketball court outside, and it's a lot easier when you're on home court advantage
That's
than when
right.
you're on on an island in Fiji. Okay, yeah, I think immunity goes to Project Mayhem.
Oh,
Do
you're
we all
going team
agree?
2?
I'm
Let's-
going
I'm
team
going
2.
team 1.
You going team 1?
I got to break it then, don't I?
You do. Because we voiced it before we agreed on it. So yeah, you do have to break it.
Because I do still have, because it's only been a couple of days. Like I could still see Arnie having the strength to do that.
Oh, I agree.
I'm going team 2.
You're going team
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
All right. So team 2 wins. Team 1 goes to.
It hasn't been long enough for him to be that
Yeah.
exhausted.
To lose
and
muscle mass, John, I think, who's on this
Because
recent.
this would be his workout. He'd be so psyched.
Yeah.
Like, oh, finally.
He's got the pump.
Yeah,
I got the
exactly.
pump in the morning. I come in
He'd
the
be
morning.
like letting it go and pulling it back.
I come in the evening. I come all day long. I got the pump in me all day.
Yeah, but that's not Arnie. That's Jack Slater.
I
Or
know.
Jack Slater. He doesn't.
More like
he doesn't
jacked Slater.
Jacked Slater.
He's putting on muscle while he's on this island.
That's
Team
right.
1 goes to immunity.
Team 1 goes to immunity. Fair enough.
Wow.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, this is gonna have
That's 2
somebody out
immunities
next
in a
one.
row for them.
No, it's been one. Well, no, we.
Just 2 in a row. 2 in a row. 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 in a row. Yes. All right.
They're
So,
about to lose someone else.
so we've lost Cameron.
Yeah.
I don't think Andy really did anything today.
He would have
But
been
he's
holding
big.
the net.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So he's the
So
anchor.
you don't
Yeah.
really want to kick him off just because he didn't hold the net.
He had one job.
He had one job.
All right. Richard.
Who would have been bad at throwing?
Richard.
Richard.
I just feel that he does a lot of cardio and not a lot of upper body. Like he was never
a
a
lot of
cut.
support, a lot of moral support.
Yeah. Like you can throw the coconut, and I believe in that you can throw the coconut, but I don't think he could throw the coconut.
I don't think Hickory would have been particular. Like they're pretty heavy from what I imagine, and she's still
But you look
an
at who's
11-year-old
produced
kid.
more for the team. Who's produced more for the team? I think
Hickory
would have
has
produced
for
more
sure.
the
Hit Girl, Furiosa, Laura Croft, and Ellen Ripley have been the big leaders so far.
I think Richard's going home.
Richard's going home. Happy
going
Gilmore.
No,
We were
I
saying
think
he
it would
was-
have. Yeah, I
'cause
think
he
team.
was
He would
knocking
have
him-
been throwing. He would have been throwing the coconuts
Yeah,
with the stick.
chipping
Yeah.
him, doing
He
those
would
little
have found
chip
his
shots.
way.
Yeah, he would have found his.
That was a Happy Gilmore challenge.
That was.
I like Richard Simmons.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Is that a run around?
Yep.
Yep.
Richard, go
The
home.
tribe has spoken.
The tribe.
The tribe has spoken, Richard.
You'd think we would have said that long before.
What's
this.
Jeff's
I was
job?
waiting for someone to say it, especially for the Survivor fan.
Tribe has spoken.
The tribe has spoken. Moving on. Okay.
Day 4?
Day
Day
4.
four.
Day 4. Sorry, guys. My tablet's a Amazon tablet. Fuck you, Jeff Bezos.
Mm-hmm.
Thing doesn't stay on the right tab when I'm in his Amazon Safari. It's the biggest piece of shit browser on the planet.
It's because of all that porn.
Day 4. Reward is PB&J and coffee or tea.
God,
Oh,
Team 2 needs this so bad.
The Team 2 needs this bad.
Yeah, they do. There's sustenance, there's protein,
I
there's
think
sugar.
they'll be tired, but I think that Monica is going
hungry.
to want this.
Yeah, Monica's frizzy and angry.
So let's see what they got to do.
So
I mean, they got a chef on their team.
Literally, she
that's
could do a lot
right.
of that.
She
PB&J.
was a chef. She could totally updo that. No kidding. Good pull.
No gatherers, but no gatherers.
No, all hunters.
All hunters, no gatherers.
No plants. This is a meat-based fucking tribe. So blind leading the blind. We were talking about communication earlier and Ratchet and Monica yelling out too much. So blind leading the blind is one castaway from each tribe would work as a caller, directing the blindfolded tribe mates, collecting items throughout a field, and returning them to the tribe's designated area. Once all the items have been gathered, a second portion of the challenge, typically a puzzle, would occur. The first tribe to complete the portion of the challenge would win.
So only one person is doing the calling. So that could work in their favor, big time.
Big time. Now,
If
we got to
Monica
sit
and
somebody
Nurse
out
Ratchet-
because
See, but here's the thing.
yeah,
Team
you're right.
2
There's
has...
gonna be a
gotta
big.
sit up.
There's gonna be a big argument. It's gonna either be Nurse Ratchet or Monica, and they're gonna get into a fight.
Well,
Yeah.
what if one of them
Well, hang on.
lose.
Who are we sitting out first? Because they've got one more person than they should for fairness.
Bean?
Yeah, I think Bean's a good sit.
Yeah.
Bean's a sit. All right. So Bean's going to sit. And,
Yeah,
okay.
Bean would not know how to take direction.
Right? It'd just be awwul. Like they'd know that. This isn't a game where he can fail upwards, I think.
No.
Yeah, no, there's too much standing.
It's too much
There's
risk.
peanut
yeah.
butter sandwiches at
Yeah.
stake.
There's actual food here.
Okay, so who do we think should be a caller for each team?
Either
Pink
Monica
ladies.
or Nurse Ratchet.
Okay, so team 2 will go Monica or Nurse Ratchet.
Yeah.
I want to
Who
hear
would they-
Monica's voice more than Nurse Ratchet's, personally.
Me too.
Like when she speaks, I just want to kill myself.
I
So
think
then,
that's-
here, thinking about this, the tribe is voting for who they want. So would Nurse Ratchet be butthurt
Oh,
because she didn't get?
that could end
and
up
she
sending
would
her
be-
home too if they
You
lose.
could end up
she-
sending it home too,
yeah.
right?
Well, she gets
If they go to
pouty
tribe,
about
if
it.
they go to
Yeah,
tribe.
they'll send you home if you start getting
would.
shitty like that.
So you guys think that they would pick Monica?
I think they'd pick Monica.
Yeah. Monica, the way she is with Chandler on the show,
Yeah.
she's very good at putting that boy in line and having him find a target. I feel the same would equal here. So that's our caller for Project Mayhem. Pink
She's got a
Ladies.
loud voice too.
What do we think Pink Ladies should be?
Um,
I think Happy Gilmore's a loud fuck.
Maybe Furiosa.
Move or I'll drive my giant truck over you.
yeah.
Hit Girl. I would just like to hear Kirk Lazarus speak.
He is a drill sergeant.
Move over here.
He
Move
is a
over
drill
there.
sergeant. He might know how to do it.
I
That's
think they
right. Yeah. He's very good at issuing commands.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And as someone who once did a drill
He's
class.
an actor.
An
playing.
He's an
Or-
actor acting, playing a sergeant. Yeah. So I mean,
So
he's
he'd be
got stage experience to do it. So he has the experience to tell people what to do.
At some point, we need to stop relying on his acting abilities so much.
he won Oscars.
I'm going to act my way off this
Kirk
island.
Lazarus won Oscars.
Paul Schmecker for a caller? No?
I think
It could be.
I think Kirk takes it.
Yeah. Okay, let's give it to Kirk. That
Kirk takes
commanding voice, the
Yeah.
deep voice he's got. Even if he goes Australian and then
It's the
breaks
next-
character.
No, he
wouldn't.
doesn't. He doesn't break
He
character.
wouldn't.
Mike. He doesn't break character. Don't even
He
say
wouldn't.
that. Don't
Fine.
even say that.
Fine.
Not till the DVD commentary. Then you can say that.
All right, so we have our callers. We
Yeah.
have Sergeant Osiris and we have Monica Geller. Who do we think is getting through this challenge? Like
Who
how
can take the good direction and understand?
right? Mr. Bean is sitting out, so it doesn't matter. Ace Ventura,
Maybe not.
Jack
I
Slater.
think Ace Ventura might be.
I think
If Nurse Ratchet's not sitting out,
No.
she would be butthurt and might sabotage it.
just sit down while they're all chained together. They have to pull somebody.
Yeah, I could see her just being pouty about it.
George Bailey?
I think George can be okay at this, but there's no one that really stands out, is there?
No.
No one stands
This
out.
is a very this might be a role because
Ferris?
Ferris, I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
he's untrustworthy. I feel he might just lead them into the woods and then go skip the day.
They're going to drop the ball, and it's going to be Monica's fault.
It is, and that's what happens. Is whoever the caller is gets blamed for this shit.
Damn.
I think there's more against Team 2 than there is against Team 1, and I think that's why Team 1 takes this challenge.
Yeah. Oh, another
you guys agree?
one
Do you guys
goes their
agree?
way. Yeah, I agree with you. That sucks.
As much as Osiris, like I mean, in the film, he is the most centered character. Like,
He brings them together.
He brings them together. He's the one who's a little bit more serious about the event than everybody else is. So I feel that he would pull his bootstraps up and
They just have people that can take direction.
Yeah, they
and do it well.
They do. Ellen Ripley, X like around military
all of
Fury,
them.
all
They-
of them. Yeah, you're right.
It's-
You're right. It really is.
Another reward challenge goes their way.
Andy was in prison. He's taking direction from prison guards. Happy Gilmore takes direction from Bob Barker. Ellen Ripley. Yeah, you're right.
It goes
to
their
team
way.
one. Team one, another win.
That sucks. Another reward.
That's 4 rewards in a row. Not
But
a
the
single
important
reward.
ones,
It's
the,
just-
the immunity is the important challenge to win.
It is.
Like the rewards are great to have, but the immunity is the important.
knowing
one
you're
to win.
not
You
going
gotta-
home every week is pretty nice.
It is a nice.
But we'll see what happens.
Okay, so they have got their PB&J.
Oh,
So they're fed.
They're fed.
now they are fed.
Yeah.
for this immunity challenge. So imagine like they're at full strength at day 1 strength.
No.
These guys are at day 3 or 4 strength
They
right
took
now.
a
4
long
strength.
rest.
Well, to look at it this way, guys. So it's 39 days traditionally, and we get 3 days per episode. So we are 12 days in.
Oy.
Okay, so this team 2 hasn't eaten for 12 days.
Yeah.
basically.
Basically, they've
Except
eaten,
rice,
they've
except
eaten
rice.
rice, coconuts, fruit,
Okay.
what have
Damn.
you. That's their shit. So day 4 brings us to Coconut Bowling,
Of
which
course.
this was Jimmy's pick. It may
This sounds like a Team 2 game already.
So you are bowling. You are bowling with a coconut instead of a ball,
Of course.
and as first person to knock down your coconuts or your pins with your coconut wins. It's pretty simple shit.
Ace Ventura, probably natural bowler. Mr. Bean, I could see being fantastic at this.
Jack Slater, fantastic.
You're
Just that pure strength.
Dad energy.
just so you know, each castaway would be randomly matched against another castaway. Was given 2 rolls, or each castaway is given 2 rolls. The castaway who knocks down the most pins on the next round wins. The remaining castaways would compete in another round so far. So basically,
So
it's,
should we roll to see who would go against who and then decide who would win that matchup, and then whoever wins more matchups takes it?
yeah, I mean, we've
Would
got,
that be how it goes?
well, we've got to sit somebody out for this one because
Okay.
again,
So it can't be
Can't be Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. So Mr. Bean's in.
Yeah, Mr. Bean's in.
Honestly, I think that works in their favor.
Yeah.
I think it's Nurse Ratchet.
Okay, Nurse Ratchet goes for a sit.
Especially since she's being a pouty puss.
Yeah.
All right. So that said, for time, we could just take 2 people
Yeah.
and
let's
mush this
just
out a couple times
Close
and
your
see
eyes,
where
pick 2.
because it's the average of the scores, right?
Yeah.
All right. So my eyes
Let's
are
roll.
closed.
Roll dice.
Roll dice. Yeah, there you go. Roll dice for who we're picking, and then we'll do 3 of those and move on.
Okay, we got 3.
3. So we still have that's Laura Croft versus.
Shit. Oh no, it's a 12.
That's a 12. That's Nurse Ratchet. So Nurse Ratchet bowling against Laura Croft.
Okay.
I think the only thing that Nurse Ratchet.
Ratchet's sitting out.
Oh, that's right. Okay, we got to roll again for Nurse Ratchet. Laura Croft
9.
versus 9. Kirk Lazarus.
Are they on the same team?
They're on the same
Yeah.
team.
6.
So Kirk Lazarus is the second one.
Ace Ventura. Same.
No,
different
they're
team.
different teams.
Ace Ventura.
Different team.
Laura
So
Croft,
Laura
Ace
Croft versus Ace
Ventura?
Ventura.
Yep.
You can't tell
Ooh.
me that Ace Ventura would lose this. There's no way he can't
You
bowl
think
with
he's an avid
coconuts. Look at him. Look at him and tell me he wouldn't be fantastic at this. I don't care what Laura Croft does. There is nothing in the games that shows he would be good at bowling.
It's true.
Not that there's anything that shows Ace Ventura would be, but look at his ass.
You know what?
I don't know, man. We have no history that he's ever touched a bowling ball.
Maybe coconuts though.
Even then, I don't know. If you go straight for just agility and strength and dexterity, I think Lara Croft takes it. If you just look at
Bowling has none of those things.
I
yeah, but
think
it's a coconut. It's a coconut. So you're just trying to fucking power it through the thing, right? You're trying
Yeah.
to aim.
it's not an
basically-
artifact. She doesn't have
It's
any
hand-eye
emotional
coordination
attachment
and
to it.
strength. Hand-eye coordination and strength. I think.
Why
Lara
do I
Croft takes it.
feel that Ace Ventura would be better just by the
You're
You
the
know-
decider here.
I know, and I think that I'm just trying to surmise something that he's done with an animal in some way, shape, or form. That he knows laces out is the proper way to kick a ball. So there's some sports for you.
There you go.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. That doesn't fit. The dolphin, the sequel. What's he doing in the sequel? He's trying to find the bat in the sequel, right? And there's spitting involved in the sequel. Aren't you supposed
Yeah,
to
there's
spit
that.
on somebody's
Wow.
face?
Michael, there's steam coming out of your ears.
I know. I'm trying
I don't
really
know.
hard to
Are you-
tie this together.
Are you going to explode? Did we just drop a logic bomb on Michael and he's like, that doesn't compute. Michael is a robot.
Do we have to roll for
I think we
this
got to
one?
roll. Under
All
10. Under 10 is ace.
No, odds and evens. Odds and evens. Odds and evens.
Odds and evens. Okay. All right.
Evens is ace, odds is Laura.
Evens is ace. Odds is Laura.
18.
It's evens.
Ace wins it.
Evens
Ace
takes
wins it.
Ace
All
takes
right,
It's
so-
down to the wire, but ace pulls it out.
All right. So roll again for next round.
Okay.
We have Kirk Lazarus for
Right,
the
we'll take that
team one, and
Yep.
then the second one.
18 again.
18
Man, I'm
again.
rolling good today.
We can't.
We can't because
already-
Durden's gone home.
Oh shit. 6 again.
6 again. Okay, Ace Ventura. He's already won.
2.
2. Furiosa. Same team.
Same team.
God damn it. 17.
17. Gone home.
God damn it.
Nope. Sorry. Andy Dufresne. Same team though.
Oh my god. 13.
13. The Bride. Different team.
All right.
Kirk Lazarus versus the Bride.
We got there.
Okay. I feel that somewhere in her kung fu training, she's had ninja stars used or thrown, depending. Also, kung fu is an exact science. 5-finger death punch. All those things are accurate.
But I just said that for Lara Croft, and you ignored that.
I know.
So that,
but,
that argument should not count.
but I wanted Ace to win.
Look at Sergeant Osiris. He looks like he's a bowler.
What?
I
How
think,
would he not be good at that?
I
He looks
agree.
like he's a killer.
I think Kirk Lazarus playing him would assume that he would bowl,
and he bowls,
and then he would
do well.
method bowl.
Yeah. he'd do
What's
it well.
method bowl?
Think about it,
I
Mike.
think Kirk Lazarus takes this. one.
I'm going Osiris as well.
Can't go full bowling.
You've been outvoted,
Wait,
my
what?
friend.
I have been, so I have no
You've
choice.
been
Tribe
All
has
right,
spoken,
Kirk
Mike. The tribe
Lazarus.
has
Yeah,
spoken.
for shut up.
The tribe has spoken.
I
Probst in
used
the
your exact
corner.
logic bomb against you.
I know. I stopped
ass.
overheating. Okay, so we got one each. We got Ace Ventura with one.
Yep.
We got Lazarus with one. So here's a
This is the
tiebreaker, and we move
decider.
on. Yeah, it's
Okay.
decider. Okay, roll
2.
2. That's a Furiosa.
Goddamn.
Ooh, Furiosa on team one. Okay.
Yep.
And 1.
That's Arnold and Furiosa.
Oh, Jack Slater.
Oh my God,
He's got major dad energy.
he does.
He
They don't
does.
bowl
He
in,
does.
in an apocalypse
And he's
future.
a cop. He's a cop.
He's a cop.
Cops have a bowling league.
Tell me he doesn't bowl.
All right, team 2
That's an
takes
easy
it.
dub.
Team 2 takes
Yeah.
it. So team 2.
Oh,
That's just the
team
way it
one
is.
goes. What is going on? Team one is going to immunity again.
No, that was. Are we under?
This is an immunity challenge.
This is an
This is
immunity
immunity.
challenge. That's
three
right.
immunity challenges lost in a row.
That's
Two.
right.
And it's just
Three.
it's
That's
just
2.
bowling, right? Like
It
it's
is
not
just
like
bowling.
they've been eating rice, but it's not like if you're malnourished you can't bowl.
Oh my God, who's going home?
All right. So on fuck, who's going home?
Do we-
So Tyler Durden was sent home already. I don't feel like, do we vote out who didn't get to play because they didn't roll into the scenario?
I mean,
No, we're in
That's-
team one. Team one is going home again.
Yeah, team 1 lost.
Oh, sorry. You're right. Fuck. Sorry, guys. All right. So then, do we do that for team 1? Like, this is
I
the
don't
same
know
question.
Who-
I don't know what they do here.
So the 4 girls are basically going to vote out who goes because they're the tribe, right?
I think by this point we've discussed enough that that's an alliance that's forming.
Yeah.
Strong,
They've realized they're the
badass
best.
killers,
We
right?
haven't seen anything from Andy Dufresne, unfortunately. This
True.
whole
I know. We haven't had an
Yeah.
accounting problem yet.
I think this is
Altmecker, I would say there's nothing yet, but I mean,
Potential.
even then he might have helped out with the puzzle stuff.
yeah.
But okay, so who lost for bowling? It was
Who dropped the ball?
who dropped the who
I
dropped the
think
ball?
it was honestly really close for all
Right?
of them. I mean,
yeah, except for
they
the
were all
Jack
close
Slater
matchups.
one, but
yeah, the Slater one against who was that? Furiosa, but that was just
that was not fair.
No, wait a minute
That's
here.
not
So
a fair
Ace
match.
Ventura and Jack Slater won.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Okay.
Sergeant Osiris won, so he's staying.
But he's the one.
in
Yeah.
there.
Well, he won, but he didn't like. He technically he lost in our battle. So wouldn't he be
he
first?
won the battle, he lost the war.
Yeah. Okay. You're speaking in terms he would understand.
But he also helped win the immunity challenge from last one, or the reward challenge.
That's
so
true.
I think they
That's
sent
true.
Andy home this week.
I think they sent Andy home. We didn't see a lot from Andy yet.
Yeah.
So it's but at the same time, just so we're aware, at this point you want to start maybe anchoring to somebody in your alliance who you know makes you look better. We're going into episode 5.
Is that Andy though? Like
Well-
I feel like he's not dead weight, but he just isn't above either.
He's
Yeah.
not. He's not more than. He's less than.
I don't think that's a floater. I think a floater doesn't do anything.
Andy Dufresne would have been a bowler.
Yeah, that's true. If he got a chance to shine, that would have been his time.
Had we done
Him
4
and, him,
rounds?
and, him and Arnie should have bowled off.
Oh, that would have been a tough choice. But alas, here we
Okay.
are.
Last, that wasn't it.
All right. That's another.
Sorry, Andy.
Andy Dufresne goes home,
Andy
Yeah.
Dufresne goes home.
and the tribe has spoken,
So
and
that's
we are
3 immunity
extinguishing-
challenges
yeah.
to.
Because Ferris hasn't used his thing yet, right?
Ferris has to use it by episode 7. So on episode 7, we will roll for a scenario.
But he can use it before that as well.
He
like
could,
if he's
yeah.
nominated
He
or
totally could.
Okay.
If he's nominated, then that's his stay,
Yeah.
right? So if we get there, excuse me. So,
The
Coconut
next
Bowling.
day.
is over with. Day 5, gentlemen. Reward is a bigger fishing kit, right? The first fishing kit that was given.
More people can fish.
More people can fish. You've got a spear gun this time. Where
God,
before
Team B
you just
needs
have
this.
like a handle spear, right? Like a trident kind of thing.
Oh God, unless it's just something they don't have to try very hard at, I don't see them winning.
So reward for this one is called Gang Hang.
Okay.
Gang Hang, also known as vampire bats, is the castaways have to hang on a bar for as long as they can without falling. Last person left hanging wins. This will be done as a tribe challenge, not a individual challenge.
Does anyone have to sit out?
In this scenario,
Oh, because it's all individuals, right? But they would still have more of a chance.
No, they said sit out 2. You still have to sit out 2.
So in this case, we'd have to sit out 2 for team 2.
Wow.
Because
So it can't be Nurse Ratchet because it can't be
She sat out.
in a row, right?
So yeah, Nurse Ratchet and Mr. Bean have sat out so far.
But
I
Mr.
think
Bean
it's
could
Monica.
do it again. Do you think Monica sits out?
Yeah, if it's strength.
Monica's a lanky little bitch. Like, love you, Monica, but like she's skinny. She's
I
not.
don't think she has a good core. You want a good core. For
Well,
this
no, this is an upside down hang. I should rephrase my line
Oh,
of,
is it? Oh,
of
shit.
It's
insulting.
upside
here.
down hang.
Yeah, it's an up. So
You're
it's
hanging
legs.
from your feet.
It's the blood to your head. That's the problem here. So
Maybe Jack Slater sits out.
yeah, you know
Yeah,
why?
Heavy.
Heavy, a lot of work.
Easy. Okay.
So
So, who
Slater
else?
sits out, and Rafferty.
No,
She sat out-
this
she
is
already-
her challenge.
This is her challenge. Okay.
Tell me
Yeah.
this is
George Bailey?
George Bailey.
Another big guy.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So there's 2 out. Okay.
Damn, when you said Colleen Rafferty, I think she might take this one.
I think Colleen, she might take it.
Who's gonna beat her?
Okay,
Well,
so-
maybe the bride.
Project Mayhem. You've got Monica left, Ratchet, Rafferty, Bueller, Ace Ventura. Those are who you have left.
I think. Okay, so who do we think this comes down to?
Well, this comes down to it's a team. So we're doing it as a team challenge instead of an individual.
Hit Girl is light.
Yeah, that's true. She could hold herself upside down.
Hit Girl and Laura Croft, I think, are the 2 people who can.
Well, and
take
also
it?
The bride.
think about it like this too. Like
Right.
where the last person remaining. Okay. Is
Colleen
one
Rafferty.
is 1-on-1 essentially,
Colleen Rafferty,
and then whoever
like-
gives out first loses, and then the other team gets the spoils, right? So you almost what Team 2's done is they've removed the 2 biggest guys,
Yeah.
but they have less people. So like the Pink Ladies can let a bunch of people fall.
No,
You
it's
know what I'm
still
saying?
even.
Well, it's I should sorry, my math. That's we sent Andy Dufresne home. I'm fucked up now.
Yeah, like it's still even. I think it honestly just comes down to Colleen Rafferty versus the whole other team.
Yeah.
Like,
Me
tell
too.
me that's not it.
Because they would have
The
done
bride, maybe, but I think it's Colleen Rafferty
I-
over the bride.
Okay, are you saying Colleen
We've-
Rafferty
we've
because
heard the things she can do.
that's been done to her?
Exactly. Limitless.
And this is Chinese torture, essentially. They used to hang you upside down until you passed
She's
out.
doing
Yeah.
a Van Damme split, hanging
Yeah.
upside down.
She's just gonna one up it and
Her
be like,
coot is shooting
yeah.
out there
"I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the splits just so that." Yeah, okay.
with her coot.
All
Team
right.
2 wins a reward challenge.
So Happy Gilmore, Ellen Ripley, Furiosa.
They don't matter. They don't matter.
They don't matter. You think they are?
They could fall at any time, and Colleen's telling them that. It's like, oh, if you guys are done, you could be done. It's fine.
Should be like, this is how they were batting my knockers.
If you guys could do that while I'm hanging here, that'd be great.
Her vagina's hanging out on this one too. You know, like in the whole thing, like it's all hanging out.
Yeah,
It's
her
hanging
what
out.
does she call it? Her
coot shoot.
Her coot shoot.
And I think that's enough to make Team A shake and
Yeah.
fall.
Well, you're staring at that while you're
That's
upside
right.
down. So I mean, that's
you have
a
to deal with that.
it's-
Colleen
Ooh, that's
wins.
tough. That's 2 losses in a row for Team 1.
so she's staring at them while her coot shoots, staring at them as well,
Talking
upside
the
down,
whole time.
talking the whole time. Oh my god.
This is her challenge.
This is it.
Yeah, I agree. This definitely.
She still has smokes somehow.
Yeah, like no matter.
Still has
she's having
smoke.
a cigarette. while
Where did
she's
she
lit
get
upside down.
darts?
Having the whole conversation. Then the 2 fucking NASA agents show up. They're like, Colleen, we've been looking for you. She's like, I've been trying to win Survivor. Leave me alone. Look at my coot shoot.
Taken away this week.
Okay, so Team 2 wins.
They win
so
the fishing gear.
They win the fishing gear.
That might mean
There
more
you go.
food for them.
That might
That is. It's
mean
going to be
more
better for the immunity challenge. They're going to be
And-
a little bit better.
first reward too.
A little bit better.
More people have gone home on on 1, but at the same time, they've won more than Team 2. Pink Ladies are winning more than Team 2, but Team 2 has more people than.
Well, and this was a smart challenge to sit Jack Slater because now he's ready for the immunity challenge.
Yeah, he hasn't burnt calories and whatnot. So okay.
Also,
Alright.
too, like when do we merge?
I
How
think
many
eight
people? How many
or 9 we merge. I think we're going to merge at 10, and then we're going to count down at that point to
got
throw
it.
everybody
Yeah.
off. I've got it written here. I didn't. Okay, so
Next
there we go.
challenge.
Next challenge. So that was
Immunity.
That was reward. Yeah, immunity. Thank you.
Coot shoot. My girl Colleen Rafferty, baby.
That was a good pick, Martin.
Oh, I love her. She's one of my favorite SNL characters.
I could see her going very far in this.
Sorry, we're just waiting for the lovely Wi-Fi in the house to.
The porn.
No, the porn's not in the way. I just have too many
It's
tabs
load.
open.
No, the porn's loading.
There's too many tabs open. So day 5, we've given away the fishing gear. Immunity challenge is going to be matte finish. Matte finish. Defined as castaways must race across a series of obstacles, sometimes having to collect a bag of balls along the way. They must then attempt to land each ball on a narrow perch. So do you remember when you guys were kids and you try to throw a ball and it would land on something very narrow and it would stay?
Yeah.
Or like the flip bottle challenge where
Yeah.
it flip. That's exactly what this is.
Okay.
So-
Accuracy.
Accuracy and an obstacle course.
I think Team 1 takes it
Yeah, this is a Team 1 challenge.
This is
if
a
I've
Team
ever seen
1. all the way.
Yeah.
Like the four horsewomen will take this
Okay.
easily.
That's an easy one.
Who were we sitting out from Team 2?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
we
matter.
could just jump over that. To
Yeah,
save time.
I kind of
yeah.
agree because you've got Ellen, you've got Furiosa, you've got Hit Girl, and you've got Laura Croft
It's
still.
over.
This kind of challenge,
It's built for them.
it's built for them. We have,
They need it, and they
Yeah.
need it. They're not malnourished because they have the fishing gear still.
yep.
So
Well,
who,
they've-
basically, we just need to talk out who do we think was a weak link for. So okay, yeah,
Nurse
we
Rafferty
need
for
to
sure.
figure out who was sitting out.
The nurse Ratchet.
Yeah, okay. Nurse
Weak
Ratchet
link.
set out the last one, so we'd have to sit out. We could
No,
sit
she
out.
didn't sit out the last one.
You're
George
right.
Bailey and
Yeah.
Arnie did.
So Ratchet and Rafferty for this one to sit out.
Rafferty, I think, has earned a break,
Yeah, she
Yeah.
just won for everybody. She
and
just
then
did the
Ratchet would
splits.
probably sit out.
Okay, all right. So that leaves Monica, George, Ferris,
Bean.
the bride.
How would
Bean,
anybody
and
fuck up this
Ventura.
challenge so bad that the team remembers this during voting?
Do you think Ferris would use his?
If he gets voted, do you think Ferris gets any votes in this one? I don't
I
think
think
he gets
he'd be
any
fine
votes.
at the obstacle course.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think he's a young kid,
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
we saw him run home.
right?
Yeah.
He does get home faster. He's
And he danced to Twist and Shout. I mean, he has energy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's not Ferris. It might be Bean.
well, Bean's just
Bean
gonna
might
run off
fuck it up.
course,
Bean's taking his own damn course.
right? And like Ace Ventura's whispering to some bird in the woods to grab it out of the
You're
air and
you're
drop it
asking
for
Bean
him.
to do a good hand-eye coordination thing. It's never gonna work.
not
in
gonna
this
He's-
game.
happen.
There's not a single sketch
He's gonna,
where he
he's gonna
did.
screw up
Yeah,
royally.
Or he
in this
nails it first try and thinks it's boring.
yeah. Ace, what's Ace doing in any of this?
Ace is good. Like remember in the second one, he was shooting the spitballs at the guy.
That's
sitting on the
true.
post?
Yeah.
Accuracy.
He's got hand-eye
Accuracy.
coordination. He
Yeah.
is a detective. A pet detective.
The Bride, Kung Fu Assassin, accuracy
good.
required.
He can throw knives and shit.
Yeah. George Bailey is an accountant,
George
is a
Bailey-
banker,
I don't see him doing well at this.
but he's tall.
Okay,
And to get to the beam, less of a throw,
interesting.
right?
Also, but Shaq, free throw, tall, worked against
Right?
his favor.
Yeah, that's true. But
Doesn't always mean good,
Shaq is Shaq. Shaq's not George Bailey.
but a professional athlete nonetheless.
That's true. Well, as professional as one can be at 7'3". In shape, not professional.
Personally, I think George Bailey's a weak link here.
Yeah, okay, all right. So that's 2 for this challenge. What about 1?
Well, I think Jack Slater's the weak link.
Because like really, it's just throwing. Like it's not as
Team one won.
team 1. Okay,
Yeah,
just
so
we
who's
don't
getting
need-
voted
it
out,
doesn't matter.
basically?
All
Who's
right.
getting voted out
Yeah,
in Team 2?
that's all we're figuring out here.
So George Bailey would
I
have
think
been useless.
Ratchet gets voted out because she's still hurt from.
That's true. Even though they sat her, they could still vote her out.
Yeah.
Well,
and I think there's some pettiness there too.
yeah, that could be a possibility.
Like, why get rid of George when the teams aren't getting merged yet?
Yeah.
And George is
George
like an
for physical immunity. I mean, if it's a physical challenge, he can still contribute, whereas Nurse Ratchet really can't.
George. I feel you keep around for good family vibes too. Like he's a good, happy guy.
nice.
He's Mr. Potter. These people aren't like evil bankers.
It can be done.
So, all right.
Yeah, I think Nurse Ratchet.
Nurse Ratchet goes home.
Tribe
time.
has spoken.
Fair enough.
And I'm
Pull
sure
it.
she's upset that she didn't even get a chance to
as
play in
she
the competition.
as
But
she leaves, she's dosing everybody with medication.
it's just the way it is.
All right.
Did-it-in, did-it-in, did-it-in.
Things will never be the same.
Oh, she gets to get counseling with Cameron now.
That's true. They
Yeah.
get to hang out in Ponderosa and talk about their feelings.
Infuriosa.
Infuriosa with Ponderosa.
It's good.
Okay, so this
Day.
was fun. We had the member swap on this one. Remember?
Oh, it's trade day.
It's trade day, Martin. This is one of the
Oh,
couple
no.
surprises. So 1 from 1, 1 from 2 goes to 1, 1 from 1
and they
goes
all
to
have
2.
to agree, or someone can volunteer. Like,
Yep, it's up to you.
Shauna said
I think
usually
team
someone
one's-
volunteers.
I think Team 1's trading Happy Gilmore.
Do you think he doesn't feel like he belongs with them?
I think he
I don't think so.
feels that golf doesn't compare to any of the things that our remaining members have done.
Well, at the same time, I could see him volunteering himself.
Osiris has been in war. Laura Croft steals cool shit. Hit Girl's a superhero.
They're staying
schmecker,
together.
right?
None of
Like,
them are leaving.
they all have a thing in common where they're all somewhat like badasses.
yeah,
Happy Gilmore,
and not in a way that would clash either.
right? They all
No.
understand the mission.
The main goal.
Yeah. Happy Gilmore is golf. That's solo. That's not somebody who's a team player,
So
right?
who's
And
Team
then they
2
have-
trading?
So who do we trade? Happy Gilmore to team 2, and then who goes to team 1? We have got
Bean.
Bean. Bean
think
is the
Bean will go
obvious
to team
giveaway.
1.
Is there
Yeah.
anybody else who strategically
I
makes
was
more
going to
sense?
say George Bailey, but
Do you think he would offer to be traded because he knows he might be going home next week?
Well,
we
yeah, but
haven't
it's-
even seen anything from George Bailey yet, right? So
no, we haven't.
I could see him volunteering also.
I could see him being like, "I'll do it for the family."
I'll do it.
Monica
So
Geller
no
is
one
like,
has
"I'm
to
not
vote
leaving.
and
I want to
go
win.
I'll
I
do
want
it.
to
I'm here to
win."
win.
Yeah.
So maybe George for Happy.
I think George for Happy.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I'm switching it up.
Me too.
Wow. Big deadline day deal.
All right. So there is our trade.
George Bailey has been traded to the Pink Ladies for Happy Gilmore in a first overall pick.
Okay.
What were the owners thinking?
Oh, no. For
The-
cash considerations and a washing
Fiji's screaming at the ownership. Okay, so we've got a reward. We got pizza and Pick-a-Pop.
machine. Wow.
Shout out to Pick-a-Pop.
Ooh,
We love
Again,
Pick-a-Pop.
Team 2 could use it,
Team 2 could definitely
but
use
they
it.
are tired.
They are
they
very
are
tired.
Oh, because Monica's a chef, so they're catching fish now.
Yeah, they are.
So they're still not.
Yeah,
They're
true.
still not as great, but you know,
One
they're-
has to
they're
sit
still
out,
okay.
right?
One has to sit out from Team 2 because they have more.
Well, let's read the challenge.
So the challenge for the reward is by any means necessary.
This sounds like a team.
This
one.
sounds like a Team 1 challenge already.
Okay.
I don't even see them eating the pizza, though.
By any means necessary is one of the most physical challenges. Members
no.
of each tribe will race out to a marked location and dig up a bag. The castaways then compete to return the bag to their tribe's mat. The first person to touch the tribe mat with a hand on the bag scores a point for their team. The first tribe to win a given number of rounds wins the challenge. Now, there is usually some sort of thing that they've got to pull.
Okay.
So you've got to hang on to the mat or the ring or whatever object it is that you have while you're tagging at the same time.
And everyone's like fighting. them.
Everybody can grab, pull, jump. You can do anything but pull their suit off
Yeah.
and screw with like pain. But whatever you can do to stop them physically. So this is 100% a physical challenge. Does not
I
matter.
think it's
about anything.
one takes it. They're fighters. I mean,
They're fighters, and all of them together can take down Arnie.
Yes, and I've seen that happen because this year John, Big John, hipster Chris Hemsworth,
Yeah.
would do things that no Survivor player has ever done, which is like throw people onto the land when they're not swimming fast enough. And in this case, he required 3 to 4 people to stop him.
Yeah.
So at this point, when you take out
But that
Jack Slater,
distracts them too,
it does. And but
because Ferris is sneaky good.
yeah, I mean, he would probably have some sort of what's that device? Where like all the things.
Well, I'm just
fall
saying, if
together.
they're all focused on Jack Slater, who's
Yeah.
watching Ferris?
Nobody, and that's your
right,
bait and
and
switch.
that's-
remember
a
they have to
problem.
sit somebody out. I don't think. So they have to swim out to somewhere.
Yeah, they swim out to a marker. And
I don't
you
think
gotta
Jack
get back in.
Slater is the swimmer in this one. They're sitting him out.
But no, he's
You don't
the
want big
strength
guys.
though.
He's the strength once you get to the land.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh,
Bean is nothing in this one. I think.
And Bean hasn't
Yeah.
sat out the last one, so he could sit out again.
He could sit.
All right, so Bean sits.
I think Jack Slater will be too slow to catch any of these girls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, okay, and if the girls team, like it's a team
And
effort,
remember,
right?
they're doing pretty good energy wise.
Yeah.
They're fed. They can do bursts of energy. Martin's right. We've barely fed
Big Iron.
Big Iron, and
They
all
just started, but even then, they're just like, you know what? They're not used to.
well, yeah, and all they
they
have
just got
is
fish for the
fish.
first time.
Yeah, there you go. He's had a fucking red
Yeah.
snapper 24 hours ago. It's gone through him. Yeah, I think
he's not
Team
shredded. He's
It's a physical. It's a Team 1 challenge.
It is a Team 1 challenge.
No one's going to be able to tackle Hit Girl.
No,
no.
not and Furiosa. I mean,
Not going to happen.
Ellen Ripley. You need to be a xenomorph or
Even the Xenomorph failed.
yeah, they did.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually. And
3
George,
times.
what's George
4
doing?
times.
George is now on
George
Team
doesn't
1.
matter at this one.
George doesn't matter.
George is the blocker, I guess, right? He's the blocker.
He's just
on
in the
Alright.
way.
So
in the way.
He's
pizza
stalling in the way.
and pop to our favorite pink ladies. Is
George Bailey just gets fed now.
Yeah.
he won this trade.
He did win this trade.
The
That's why
real
he's
winner
like,
of the trade.
I want to get fed.
I want to volunteer to be nice. He's just really hungry.
Make me tribute.
Jack Slater takes all the food.
All right, so by any means necessary, pizza and pop goes to the pink ladies.
Immunity.
Immunity today is Barrel of Monkeys. Barrel of
Ooh.
Monkeys consists of small plastic monkeys in a cup. No, I'm kidding. 1 or 2 castaways are placed inside a barrel and pushed through a course
Yeah.
by their tribe mates, collecting items along the way. The first tribe to finish the course wins. You are literally rolled around in a barrel sideways. You have to stay
Hit
in.
Girl's in the barrel.
It girls in the barrel. And I
Okay,
think she wins.
for sure.
Beans in the barrel.
Bean or Ferris? Ferris is tiny
Beans
fuck.
in the barrel.
Beans in the barrel?
Beans in the barrel, no doubt.
Is it a new game?
You can't.
Who has to collect the things, Michael?
The rest of the remaining team. And at this point, we have to sit out somebody from.
No, it's tied.
No, it's not.
It's not. Oh, right, because it's immunity.
They're up by
immunity.
1.
So we got to
Up
sit
by
somebody out from Team 2 from
Yeah.
Project
And
Mayhem.
we sat Mr. Bean out last round
Yeah.
for.
So he's got to
reward.
be in the barrel.
Mr. Bean is in the barrel. Okay, fair enough. Who's sitting out though?
Jeez.
Monica?
Yeah, Monica hasn't sat out at all yet. It would only be fair.
Yeah.
And make for a
Well, if you want a
TV.
physical to push the barrel, you want everyone.
Yeah. Well, and you got Jack, who's
Happy,
just going to kick.
Jack.
Yeah. He's just going
Yeah.
to kick the barrel, right, and then send Happy out to.
And they do not care for being safety at all.
No, and he's traditionally a character that always fumbles and gets himself into some shit.
Okay. So I'd say even so far.
Yeah. All right.
Bet.
What about pink ladies? Who's going in the barrels?
Hit Girl.
Okay.
No
Hit girl,
doubt.
'cause she's
Who's
the
pu- who's
smallest
pushing?
and lightest.
Everybody else, right?
Everybody
Yeah,
else,
pretty
right?
much. I think George Bailey.
George Bailey's a pusher.
Yeah.
Osiris is a pusher.
Paul Schmecker's a taker.
They might have some better pushers though.
They do.
Like,
Sergeant
it's all
Osiris.
about coordination, right? Who's going to be coordinated the most in this? And I
Well, yeah,
think
and who can take a bunch of roles consistently, right? Like,
Hit Girl.
yeah. No, this is.
Bean.
I think this is tied because both of these people could take being rolled around a course no problem, which
But then
means
the coordination. It's about coordination. Who can coordinate the roles
I
the
think
best?
both teams have enough people that could.
I
All it
agree.
is rolling a barrel,
I
right?
would
Like you're
argue
not.
this is even.
You're not. Feats of strength are out. There's no accuracy. There's no coconuts. It's just
But if
push
one
'em.
person's rolling too much and you're over rolling, then stopping the
I
barrel.
don't think
that's
so.
gonna
I
be...
think Happy and Jack Slater could do a good job of just rolling.
I
it.
think Happy knows exactly how far something needs to roll.
That's true. He does have accuracy, not only strength, because to land it on the green is its own.
Right,
Yeah.
and then putt it in around a golf like a putting green is a less filled obstacle course, so to speak. Right.
Do we have
So
to
do
roll?
we roll a dice?
I think we roll a dice, odds and evens.
Here we go.
If it's
All right.
tied?
Yeah, and it's only fair because the
Evens are mayhem.
pink ladies keep going to immunity,
Odds are
so maybe
ladies.
Project could go this time. Hopefully,
Odds for the ladies.
odds for the.
Ooh, the ladies take it.
The ladies take it.
All right, so
It's gonna be
team.
tied. It's
Team
not a
2,
blowout.
Project
This
Mayhem.
season is not a blowout.
So we're going to tribal.
Yeah,
Uh,
as we probably should.
as we probably should. That being said, we know
Does
that
Ferris use his?
does Ferris. Well, it's okay. So what did
Who gets
Ferris
votes?
do here? Did Ferris really do anything? Do
I
you
think Ferris is worried he might be going home. Because
But he
Bean
has,
is in
does
the
he have to
barrel.
use it beforehand or after?
he has to use it by 7 or on 7. So
No, but I meant like when during the voting round, he has to use it before the votes are tallied, right?
Nope.
use it anytime.
They put everybody's votes up, and then he goes, "Oh, Jeff, I have something that I want to show you."
I
But
don't
he doesn't.
think-
It doesn't matter. He doesn't have to use it
yeah.
unless he gets votes.
I don't think he has anyone on this team that he's particularly close with. I think that he didn't really do much in the last competition. It's not Bean was in the barrel. Bean was in the barrel. Ferris wasn't in the barrel. Bueller in the barrel? No, that's Bean in the barrel.
It's Bean. I like beans.
I think he'd be worried that he might be going home.
I don't see him being the because he looks out for himself.
They
Let's
might
look
just
at him,
vote out
right?
Happy
Like,
because
But
He's an outside
Why?
member.
But yeah, he's an outside member, but he pulled his weight because he's got accuracy during the barrel roll,
He
right?
can do things.
I think Ferris just kind of sat back and was like, meh, I'm just going to kick it a little bit. Because
So who's
we-
running
wait.
this team? Let's take a look at the alliances. Who's going to be in alliance at this
I
point?
think
in the game?
Monica
I think
and
the
Jack
Bride,
Slater.
yeah,
the
good
Bride
call.
for sure. The Monica, the Bride, and Jack Slater.
Yeah.
They're like the strongest members on the team.
Do we go into individuals after this week?
We go into individuals.
Because I'm going to throw something out there. What if they vote out Jack Slater? Because if
When
they're
they go
going to
into
individuals next week, he's strong as hell. I think
Dude,
that's...
they don't know that. They don't know that. We shouldn't know that either. They
Oh,
don't know
that's
that,
fair.
right? They only announce it after.
Yeah, Mike, do they know that on the show or not?
We go into merge on 8, and we are in 6 finishing now.
But do the cast members know?
do the cast members know when they're going to merge?
Yeah.
They have a feeling because
They don't know for
soonish.
sure.
they don't. Yeah, like they
Okay.
know based on when they film.
My idea still stands. I think that they know that it's coming up soon.
Yep.
And
Vote out Jack Slater.
I think they maybe someone considers it.
Well, okay, let's look at this here. Like Jack Slater's physically dominating, right? But
Yeah.
he's not dominating in
Enough that
regards
it's made a difference.
reward or
Yeah.
immunity. So he's heavyweight.
They don't have more rewards because of him.
He needs more rice than everybody else. He's done stuff, but he hasn't
Done
clinched.
enough.
He hasn't done enough. So sending out a strong guy like that resets the team, where now it's based on alliances instead of one
I see
guy.
Ferris as the mastermind here. Like,
I
he's
agree.
the one
Yeah,
pulling the strings. But who is he going to get to be on his side? Like Colin Rafferty, probably. Ferris.
Conspiracy theorist.
Ace Ventura.
Yep.
I would see that.
I could see him getting Mr. Bean on his side too.
I don't think Monica, no, because Monica's too straight edged.
Yeah.
I think he would trick Monica into
Maybe.
like how he tricked Sloan out of school. I think like
Oh wait, Monica is Cameron. Isn't it? Isn't that right? Like Cameron and Monica, same personality? Like, very
no,
serious?
no. Monica's very controlling and very anal.
Cameron's not very
Okay.
competitive.
He's not very competitive. She's competitive, but
I think Slater's going home.
I can't see him
I
sticking
think
around.
Ferris saves his own ass.
You can still run this with the bride too. You've still got strength. Like we're
Yeah.
not. She hasn't really come up against anything yet.
I think
but
Ferris, you're right, Martin. Ferris is smart enough to convince everybody that Slater's the real threat.
Yeah.
by
And he probably
saying
gets Happy
he's
Gilmore
yeah,
easily on his side.
he's literally dead weight.
That's right.
Okay, all right. So
Slater's going home.
Slater's going home.
Slater's going home.
That's a shocker. We're getting a lot of tweets about that one.
Yeah, yeah. And at any point in this episode, kids, if you decide that you're like, I have something to say,
Here's what actually should have happened on
They're-
your hypothetical survival.
yeah, all you got to do is just go to the link in our bio on our Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter page and click leave a voicemail. And then you can be like, I think you guys fucked up here. And then on that episode, when we listen to that voicemail of yours, we'll play it and then we'll talk about it. And, you'll be a part of the show.
Pink ladies are up 1.
It's tied now, isn't it? Is it tied?
1, 2.
Oh, you're right.
No, it's 2-3. We've got,
Uh-oh.
so Andy Dufresne is gone. Richard
Count
Simmons
how
is
many are
gone.
left.
Cam is gone. And Tyler Durden's gone. And
Just count how
Nurse
many are
Ratchet.
left.
last action 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we are at the same. Sorry. No, we're at Pink Ladies have 7. Project Mayhem is 6.
Okay.
No, it's
It
it's
should.
tied,
I thought
right?
it should be tied.
Okay, we
It's
voted
tied.
out Andy Dufresne
Yeah.
on Team
There's
1.
3.
We voted out Richard Simmons, and we voted
Yep.
out Cameron.
Yep.
Team 2, we voted out Tyler Durden and Last Action Hero.
No, Nurse Ratchet.
Oh, Nurse
Nurse
Ratchet. Sorry,
Ratchet's gone,
Yep. Sorry, it was a faint line. My mistake. Thank you, guys. Okay, so yeah, we are even. You are totally right
Tie,
about
tie,
that. Tie. So on to day number
6 each.
7.
day number 7. Yeah. So found advantage must be played. So we need to keep in mind that anything that revolves around Ferris today,
He's got to play it or don't.
or he loses it, right?
Yeah.
Now, found immunity idol, Martin, just for you and everybody else who's not a hard Survivor fan, can be played for somebody else just as much as a 1 immunity can be played for somebody else.
Yeah.
So, for example, if we think that the alliance between Ferris and this person who might go home on this day, you can play it for them, keep them
Yeah.
around. We got to restart. So, day 7 reward challenge is Dear Liza. Dear Liza,
Dear Liza.
there's a hole in the bucket. This is exactly what it is. You got to fill up a bucket that's full of multiple holes.
Big bucket.
Big bucket.
Big.
Fucking I think it's probably like 60-gallon bucket.
This is going to be tough without Arnie.
We just
They're
sent
going
home
to be
the
feeling that. Yeah,
Yeah, but he hasn't.
feeling it.
He hasn't eaten anything, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Also, less
right?
food to give, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
Arnie's
That's
eating
true.
less, so more food to go around.
And you know what? Maybe as a team, they'll be able to pull this one together.
Each tribe will race to fill a large bucket with several holes in the side with water. They will then transport the bucket through a series of obstacles and dispose the water into a large trough. First tribe to fill their trough to their line and raise their flag wins. So
It's hard to argue for 2.
It is hard to argue for 2 on this one. This
It
is
is.
this is only reward, right? So
now we're down to people who are tough, but they're not big with strength, right?
What's
Like
the
I'm sure
reward?
Happy could like.
what are they winning? Sorry, what are they winning?
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry about that. Reward today. This tab doesn't want to stay up. That's why I keep going back and forth. Reward for today.
Just like my erections. What?
Wow.
Reward for today is going to be. Oh, did we? Shit. Was this where we decided? No, we weren't going to do that. I remember that. Reward for today will be Spa Day. So, yeah, that's what we'll do.
right.
We didn't put it down, but I remember this is where it was supposed to be. So, Spa Day is a day to reset. You get a shower. You get towels. You
Team
get to
2 would- Team 1 would love
clean.
this.
Right?
Is gonna kill for this.
Like you get to feel like a human again for about
I'll
24
snecker.
hours, right? So, in regards to that, I think Team 1 takes this. Do we even need to talk about it? Like Monica Geller, small arms, Miss
one.
Rafferty, right?
Team
I
1's
think
just built for these. Until we get the merge going again,
Yeah.
it's gonna be tough.
it is. It is. Had like we decided to vote out Fury, like it really is.
Yeah, if we kicked out Ferris, then maybe it's close-ish. But for the time being, it's just Team 1.
I've seen multiple episodes and seasons go like this, where you're just like, "Fuck, come on, guys, stand up, do something," and then
They're still
the
doing
merge.
well. Like it's tied.
As long as they're in the game, they're fine.
Yeah. Well, it's tied in regards to the fact that
They've
they're
won the
sharing-
games that mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just this is gonna be how it is until they merge.
Yeah.
One team
so
has
Team
the
1 takes it. Team,
Team
1
one-
is
yeah.
George Bailey wins again. With a spot game.
spot. Man, this trade has worked out for me.
Yeah, so like Furiosa gets to go get her head washed, and Paul Schmecker gets to go get pampered, and Hit Girl gets to get a new suit, and
Yeah, everybody's looking fresh.
everybody's looking pomper, right? Okay, so fair enough. Day 7 immunity challenge is get hooked.
Get hooked, baby.
Fishing?
I can't remember.
Tom Hanks fucks a mermaid.
One
Fish
play.
called Wanda.
One player lies on a cradle supported by bungee ropes. The other 3 members of their team use ropes to pull around a box-like structure to grab 15 numbered flags, one at a time, and then place them into the corresponding holders.
Okay.
So what you're doing is you're holding this log, and it's trapped inside of this obstacle course, and you have to maneuver the log through it by holding cords at each end so it balances, and then out it comes.
Okay.
Right? So
I think this is Team 1.
well, this is one of those communication challenges where one person's guiding a thing and everybody else is like left, right,
so
right, high or
Monica.
lower, right? Monica, Nurse Ratchet's gone. Monica's the shot caller on this.
Sergeant Osiris.
we're back to this
We're
again.
back to
It's the
that.
same thing.
It
And
is.
Who won the last one? Who won the last one?
Okay, but now that we're down some people here, Monica's going to be yelling at Happy, Ferris, the Bride, Ace, and Mr. Bean. Is that
I think it's Team 1
you
again.
think it's Team
Team
1
1
again?
wins this.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I mean, the Bride will do well, but Mr. Bean and also Happy, Ace Ventura.
It's just
ooh.
not gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I can't argue against the stack that I keep looking down against. I'm like,
They
oh,
try, they're just not good.
yeah. Okay, so Team 2 doesn't win. Team 1 wins. That's another
Now who's going home from
immunity. Okay, so
Does Ferris use it
Monica,
now?
Monica goes home.
Wow, she was the shot caller.
she was the
Yeah,
shot caller.
She gets blamed, and she's not really doing much.
Yeah. Now,
Same thing as Arnie.
does Ferris play
His immunity.
his immunity item
no,
for
he
Monica?
doesn't save her.
He doesn't save her,
I don't think so.
even
He
though
doesn't
Monica.
want the people to know because when we go into individual, like he's just gonna like no one had it, so
Yeah.
he's not gonna have that strike
True.
on his record.
True,
That's right. I
but
don't think he does it.
this is how you make an alliance with somebody once the merge happens. Because if you're going into the
So you
merge
think-
cold, saving somebody, they now owe you.
But is Monica somebody you would?
No, I don't think so. I think he's gonna get voted out next one.
Keep in mind that winning Survivor is about big moves, screwy plays, and being evil. That's how you get respect.
He is evil.
Should he save her and lie and then
but
throw
he can't
her
be
under the
voted,
bus?
He can't be voted out if he saves her.
Well, okay, we're arguing who should go home. So whoever we pick goes home. We have to weigh that against, does Ferris save them because he can, or does he not play it at all?
Right, but I'm asking if he does save Monica.
Yep.
Someone else has to go home.
Somebody else has to go home. Can that be Ferris?
Well, first of all, do we think Monica should stay? Because then we can decide.
I don't think he would save her.
I don't think he would save her.
I don't think he would save her either.
I think he spent his time convincing everyone else to get rid of Arnie, who was actually friends with Monica.
Okay.
I don't think they would be tight at all.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I could see Monica appealing people, right? And then if because Ferris uses people's shit to his advantage.
He
right?
does fuck around.
So you got to remember that, like, he got everybody at school believing that he was sick when he wasn't.
Why wouldn't he make a big play?
Why wouldn't he make a big play, save Monica, screw over his alliance, because they all have to agree it's Monica.
You flip me.
Right? And then,
okay,
so now that Ferris, for example, you're with me?
Saves Monica. I'm on your side.
All right. Sorry, Martin. Ferris saves.
I don't think he'd do it. Like, he's going to jeopardize everybody else for screw everybody.
Yes.
He needs everyone else's votes for the actual.
But I'm weighing this against Monica screwing over Ferris screwing over Happy, the bride, Ace, and Mr. Bean. I don't think that's a big screw. If he was on
They aren't threats.
They aren't threats. If he was on team one, I don't think he would do this because they would just chew
in the
him
merge,
up.
he needs the easier votes to get is on your team for the merge, and he wants as many people on his side. And if he does this play, it's a stupid play. If he does this play, then he's going to lose votes for the merge.
That's true.
That's true.
But are we thinking Ferris would think strategically, or are we thinking Ferris would think I'm going to screw around?
No, he still wants to win, right?
That's true.
Winning is winning. Yeah.
He would still want to win.
Okay, so then he doesn't save Monica.
He doesn't save Monica.
Idol's dead.
Like this was.
Does he save anybody? Does he save anybody else then?
Like this would be a Tyler Durden move. That if we're talking about Tyler Durden, if he was here, that would be his move to just fuck shit up. But Ferris Bueller won't just do that. He still wants to win. Tyler Durden doesn't care about winning.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Monica's gone.
Monica's gone. Fair enough. Sorry, Mon.
How sad.
Excuse me. Fucking Mountain Dew just.
That's the chef.
Won't leave me alone.
But hopefully
today.
someone got our recipes.
Okay.
The tribe has spoken.
Tribe has spoken. Moving on. That was day number.
His immunity is gone, Rob, right?
We just killed day number 7 with Get Hooked, and we are on to day 8. The tribes merge, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go, and that's a good play because he still has his votes.
Who?
Yep. Ferris.
Ferris. Oh yeah.
He still has the people that would stick with him.
He has a lot of people coming with him. Exactly. He doesn't have to play against Cameron.
Individual challenges.
Individual challenges are now set up. A merge feast will take place. Everybody's basically going to get
back
drunk.
to full health.
Full health. One up. They got some hearts.
Full HP.
And they all sit and they get drunk and they all sing tales about all the shit that went on the previous 9 episodes.
I don't think George is going to win this one, but he is winning right
He is
now.
having a great time. He finally got to travel.
He is doing it.
He's in Fiji with his big suitcase.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to pause for a second and get some liquid. We will be right back after this lovely sound effect that transitions these points in the show. All right, so that's the merge, and I think we're going to call it this week on this one, ladies and gentlemen, and make you tune in next week for part 2. We'll leave you hanging. What do you say, Jimmy? Good idea?
I think it's a good idea.
Martin, what about...
Tell them who they have left.
Yeah, so walking through this.
Individual.
What's that? We can go over our tribe name. What's our tribe name?
So
that's what we can decide right now.
We can decide that right now. And you know what? In between now and next week, ladies and gentlemen, if you think that there's a better name and you want to get it into us, leave a voicemail for us by going to our link in our bio, hitting voicemail, and pressing play. It'll let you leave up to 90 seconds of audio. So the pink ladies that are left are George Bailey, Ellen Ripley, Furiosa, Paul Schmecker, Hit Girl, Sergeant Osiris, and Laura Croft. The remaining Project Mayhem members are Happy Gilmore, Miss Rafferty, Ferris Bueller, The Bride, Ace Ventura, and Mr. Bean. Next week, we will be merging into a full team, and as Martin said, if we can't come up with a name, please do it yourself.
I think it should be Pink Mayhem.
Pink Mayhem.
I love it. Fuck it. If you guys can't beat Pink Mayhem is the default.
Michael, you have 3 of your picks have been eliminated.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I don't want to scare you at all, but 3 of your picks are out.
I didn't really plan on wanting to, win with my picks. I just want to pick
That's
the
what
winner.
they all say.
Yeah, no.
Neither did I. I didn't plan to win any. All my picks are still in this.
Yeah, Martin still has every single one of his.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it's been a blast. I don't think we've got anything important to tell you. Please tune into the next episode. I know we wanted to do this in one sitting, but there was absolutely no way I think we could. We'd probably be here for 5 hours, and it's too nice outside. So follow us, social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Instagram if you want to stay in know on everything we're doing. Facebook as well. Twitter a little bit less. And TikTok, I just there's a video up there right now of me using a lightsaber as a penis as we're reviewing Obi-Wan Kenobi. So if that's up your bag, follow us at Real Debaters, REEL. Email the show, therealdebaters@gmail.com. I have been Michael Petrow.
I grew up normal, unlike the Stranger Things kids.
And in Vancouver.
I'm still waiting to see some dinosaurs.
Watch all the movies, kids. See you next week. We're gone.
To you fair Spanish ladies.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, another Real Debaters production is in the can. Thank you so much for listening. If this is your first, second, third, fifth, 20th time, thank you so much. But thank you to the first timers, the ones here who pressed play for the first time and took a gamble on us. If you like what you heard today, the easiest thing to support the show is just to subscribe. Hit the like button, the follow button, whatever's in your podcast player. Make it so that we're always there every Wednesday for you, okay? That would be huge. If you want to stay in touch with us, if you want to follow us, there's a couple ways to do that. We're on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. We're slowly migrating to YouTube by putting all of the things we've ever put on video onto that site. There's some surprises coming this year that happened a while ago, but I felt needed to be shared because they're part of the Debaterverse. So the YouTube page is coming. But if you want to follow us, it's at Real Debaters Pod on Twitter and Instagram. It's the Real Debaters Podcast on TikTok. All of the links, all of the one-click away things are in the show notes that you've just listened to. So if you want to follow us there, that would be great too, because then you get to stay in the know of all the things that we do and where we're going to try to do this year and what we've done in the past, so on and so forth. So that's how you stay in touch with us. If you want to contact us, it's therealdebaters@gmail.com. All the spelling for all these things is REEL to keep with the title of the show. So you can send an email to us there, request an episode, want to call out one of us for being a goofball. There's places to do that as well too. Like the Real Debaters website. You can email us, or you can go straight to the website, rate us in Podchaser, it's realdebaters.ca. And if you really, really liked what you heard and you want to support the show in some fashion that requires you spending money, well, we got a couple ways for you to do that as well, too. You can buy our merch at the Prop Shop. It's a store through Threadless, and it's online, and you can order stuff. We've got tons of stuff. We've got our Mass Debater wear there. It's our signature, original, and only line. It's our logo on everything. So you can support us that way. Go to the merch tab in the show notes. Or if you just got $1 and you're like, hey, I want to give you $1 and donate it to your cause, there is a tab in the show notes as well, too, that says donate to the Debaterverse, I think. And if you click on that, it takes you to a donation page where you can donate like $1, $3, and $5. And you'll get something for your $1, $3, or $5. Any more than that's just ludicrous. Luda. So, that's just kind of what I wanted to tell you, that what I said at the end of the show. This is what you should listen to, because this is all about who we are. And now that we've gotten to where we are, we want to interact with you guys more. So these are the ways to do so. This is the way to stay in touch with us. Thank you to everybody, again, who's listened to the show. Again, you pressed play. You took a chance. That's cool. So without further ado, this is where I said I would talk more, so it's eggs on your face. No, I got nothing else for you. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week, and watch all them fucking movies. Bye-bye.